Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NA Solos semifinals, day one. I am very, very excited to be here today, joined by the one and only Party Pineapple. Party, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Fluffy? Dude, I am just ecstatic to be back as always. It's always a good time hanging out with you, good time hanging out with the community. What's going on?
Dude, I look forward to it, man. Honestly, we couldn't have asked for a better competition to be casting today. Some of the top and close to the top competitors competing today, and just a all-star lineup all the way around. Party, I mean, let's like really look at who we are going to be watching today, and just talk about some of the stuff that we have from them. I mean, first off, Sheaf GG. This man is the Jeff Bezos. Some have even called him the Amaranth of the Evasion team. Dude just gives it all away, and he is crazy. One of the best competitors we have ever seen. I mean, how do you feel about Sheaf?
I've seen Sheaf just go above and beyond in many scenarios with TARKOV before. He's part of the Evasion team. He's done amazing things with helping out his community, helping out with other people understand the game, and his performance, honestly, every time I've seen him play has just been profound. So I'm super excited to see how he's doing with the semifinals, and we'll see if he can find himself a spot for the championship.
Yes, exactly. And then we have the duckest with the mostest, the Waddle King himself, Swabo. This is the most calm, cool, collected competitor. I mean, just the most calm, cool, collected player I've ever watched, ever had the experience of talking to. He is always just so positive, so happy, and the man's shot, like his shot is on point. How much have you watched Swabo? Do you know Swabo?
Oh, I've been watching Swabo for a long while. Being a longtime player, it's always a pleasure. It's a treat to be able to watch him play. His map awareness is insane. Being able to watch him maneuver around the map, maneuver around different teams and whatnot. I've seen him go anywhere from wiping 5-mans to making friends with 5-mans. So super excited to see, again, with his performance with the rest of the crew. Swabo is always going to put his mark on any competition he's in.
Yep, he truly is. And then we have the one that kind of like I didn't really know a lot about, and when I got to cast for his competition last week, just blew me away. Second highest points in the competition, Chusky. This man is a machine, and he is just so laid back, and like the laughs, like he's a good guy. I thoroughly enjoyed watching him. I've hung out in his stream a few times since then. Really awesome guy.
Oh yeah, wholeheartedly agree. I've gotten some time to go check out Chusky. He's a great dude. I've seen his gameplay, and he holds his own, and he's been holding his own. I mean, we saw a last performance from him. He held it down in his bracket. So putting up against Chief, Swabo, and Dabs is going to be a fantastic time seeing, and I'm sure playing for him as well.
Yeah, and speaking of Dabs has made it to the semifinals. He was the runner-up yesterday. Very close competition, but not only that, he was a substitute. Dabs wasn't even originally in this competition. He was subbed in at the last moment, and then to make it to the semifinals today, that's pretty crazy and unheard of.
Oh, you always love to see it. Seeing the substitute come in and just kill it. I mean, he's put in a performance so far, and luckily, you know, we've seen him put it up. We've seen him put it up today, especially with the different changes throughout TARKOV and whatnot. Seeing how people adapt and go throughout the new rules with the season. You know, solo players are always a treat to see. As a solo player myself, it's always cool to see, you know, the different play styles and all that cool stuff, man. So
it truly is. It truly is. So Party Pineapple, once again, guys, if you want, please make sure you hit those follow buttons. You'll be able to see it over in your chat. Go over to every one of the competitors, give them a thumbs up, tell them, hey, looking forward to your competition today. Show them some love. Because once, like we say always here, follows are free. But not only that, they are joined by some amazing battle mods. We have Damien for Sheaf, we have Ko for Swabo, Needy Beach is going to be with Chusky, and then Bolts 3131 with the Dabs for Days. So we have a lot of competition today. Cannot wait to get into it. And guys, if you want to be a part of this competition, or you want to know anything about the competition, make sure you head over to our website, evasion.gg, where you can find all of the information about what the streamer battles are, about the season 5 solos, the maps that are coming up. You can also look and see when the next competitions are coming up, or when to even sign up for those next competitions. Like right now, where if you are in the EU solo apps have opened as of yesterday. So make sure if you are part of the EU, or you know somebody in the EU that is a Tarkov player and streamer / content creator, get them into this. Have them sign up. We always love seeing new people part of this competition. As well as the calendar on here, we also have a couple of other things that you can check out while you're on the website. That being such as Team Evasion, some of the best creators and players across the board. One of them being one of the competitors today, Sheaf GG. You have everybody from Tweak, Gino, Hayes, Miss Magpie, Red Ops, the Australian that just doesn't stop, Suddy, Blitzer Girl. A lot of great competitors on the team. Love watching all of them play. And then last but not least, chat, we got the merch. You want to rock some merch? It helps so much. Casual wear, premium wear, you decide. Some of the coolest looking gear. And also, as of right now, 10% off with code Season 5. So anything that you purchase, throw in that Season 5 discount code, get a little bit off. And it goes until tomorrow night at midnight. The 10% off, you need to strike now because it will be gone as of tomorrow at midnight. Make sure you go get what you want right now. 10% off. So use that code. Oh, man. Party. We are getting ready to go into our very first map, which is going to be Factory Gun Game. Party Pineapple, like, what do you think about this competition, Factory Gun Game? Of all of them, I want to hear your opinion.
Factory Gun Game is a blast to watch. I've seen the competitors in every bracket just go wild with the melee kills, go wild with everything going on, and the chaos that is this that we call the gun game. If you guys are unfamiliar with this, all these players are going to be spawning in solo. We're going to go factory day, and all these PMCs are going to be tasked with swapping their weapons with their last kill's primary weapon. All these PMCs are going to be going in with their loadout, and every time that they kill an enemy, they're going to have to make sure they swap their kill, the primary weapon from their kill, onto their person. They could do a kill with a melee weapon, but it's preferred if they use this weapon. If you melee kill, you have to take the primary weapon regardless. So the rules will be to load out with pistol, any meds and armor, and you would not be allowed to have any thermals, throwables, night vision, or a run through. The points are going to be scaled in this competition. For the scab kill as being 1 point, a PMC kill will be 1 point. PMC kill getting the tag will earn you 3 points. Melee kill is 1 point. Killing Tequila, the scab boss, will give you 5 points, and exfilling will also give you another 5 points. So again, the rules are these PMCs are going to be going into their raids tasked with swapping weapons with their last kill's primary weapon. Make sure you go in with your pistol, get a kill, swap the weapon, and keep on going on to acquire as many points as you can. Buffy, how you feel about the gun game so far this season?
I think gun game is one of those staple game types that we have seen so much, and it is always very interesting to see how competitors decide to play this. I mean, we have Chusky in here. Chusky, when he competed last time, he had the most, I believe, solo kills with a melee weapon. I almost didn't know if he knew he could use guns that he picked up because he was just meleeing everything. So I'm very interested to see if he's going to continue his streak of meleeing everything to death that he sees, or if he's actually going to use a gun. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go live right now. They are loading in. Sheaf looks like he may be first with Chusky, right? Oh, everybody pretty much on tabs. Just waiting for Swabo. And we're listening to Sheaf right now, going ahead and getting all of his meds popped, seeing what we have. With this quick of a load in, depending on what's happening, because remember, this is solo. I am curious, like, did maybe they get the same map?
There's always a chance with that sort of stuff. It's nice to see everybody going in, pre-painting as soon as they go in. It's the old factory chick. You're going to be going in for about 5 to 10 minutes anyway. You might as well pop a pin code at the beginning and make sure you don't get your leg shot out first. bullet. Ooh, also, Sheaf getting some action already.
Ooh, taking a headshot from up top.
Oh yeah, Chusky going in for the fight. Third floor as well, getting followed by the enemy as well. This guy is mag dumping. Is this the same rate? I think Sheaf and Chusky might actually be in the same rate. Chusky goes down. Sheaf going after the guy as well. Did they just die the same guy? Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. We have 2 competitors down. Oh no, different contacts.
Oh, so they run into different people. Swabo using his pistol trying to get somebody. They ran into different people, but this might be the same raid still. We'll see what happens.
Definitely a chance. We'll see how things play out. Swabo with the 5.7. Looks like Dabs bringing in the Glock.
I believe Dabs is in it with somebody. He did just close the door on somebody over there, so I'm not sure what's happening with that.
Swabo is walking through people right now. Here we go. Dabs with a G18, mowing down another PMC. Look at that with the VSS. Nice little sweaty boy.
Picking up, I mean, I would say that's an upgrade, won't you?
It is, boys.
Oh, definitely. This little 9x39 will do the trick. Man, those valves are deadly on factory.
Now, Valves have seemed to be making a resurgence back into the game. How do you feel about that?
Both of those. I got the TT first.
Well, the VSS and the Valve have always been very hard weapons to balance in this game. The high rate of fire and a high penetration value for the ammunition, it's just really hard to balance in general. I feel like it's a lot easier with the M4 because you know you have a lot of ammunition. There's a lot of meta and a lot of testing along with it. The VSS and the Valve have been around for a long time, and to be fair, they've never been properly balanced. So seeing them get back into their sort of niche is always good to see with this game, especially on factory.
I'm 5, and I think there's one more.
Swabo
Yeah,
with the
I
TT pistol now.
For this gun.
Yeah, Swabo having to use that TT pistol. I would have to agree with that. Looks like Dabs is picking up another kill. See what kind of gun he has to use now. Ooh.
Oh! Oh! The man's just coming for Swabo. Oh, we got 2 of them. Can you get the melee off? Oh, it's Swabo's down.
Get away from him. I shot
Wait.
that man in the face 3,
I was-
4 times.
I was about to
can't
say,
count
did
it.
Swabo not, like, when I saw that, I
Can't
thought
count
that
how many
man
times
had
I shot
blood
him in the
all
face.
over his eyeballs.
I don't.
Was that not what
I don't know.
happened?
I don't know.
I saw the
literally
same
shot
stuff
that.
that you saw. I saw a TT pistol go 3 rounds right into the dude point blank, and it seems like Swabo just got Tarkov'd on that one. 2 of them too. Unfortunate.
So that leaves us with just Dabs for days here. We're going to go ahead and watch how he finishes out this raid using this Saiga 9.
Oh yeah, meme 9 time.
I don't think Tequila's here either.
Yeah, we have not seen a tequila so far.
Where'd I get this scav gun?
Yeah, it seems unfortunate we do not get to find out if 2 of our competitors were in the same raid. Would have really liked to find that one out.
It goes.
So do you think Dabs needs to just kind of hang out, play it slow, just wait for scavs to spawn back in? Because we do know that now that all of the PMCs are possibly off of the map, that Dabs can just kind of wait for those player scavs, which sometimes I feel are scarier than the PMCs when it comes to factory.
Yeah, I mean it's their home turf. Those scavs do not mess around when you get on the right footing with them. They hold the angle and they just wait for you to turn it around. Now he is on factory right now. Dabs has a PMC kill and he's got a scav kill so far. So he has no knowledge of the other PMCs their whereabouts. So for him, thinking about things going on right now, he's probably been in raid for a few minutes now. Maybe another painkiller popping in soon. Maybe he'll get another few scav kills and make his way out. The exfil is 5 points, so.
That is true. 5 points is a lot, especially early, because especially after we saw yesterday, so many competitors were down by just a few points. So 5 points could have been the game changer between all of that. Guys, once again, I want to take this time to thank our sponsors for this Battle State game, sponsoring the money that they could have used for marketing or things like that to help the community for the tournaments. Guys, solos, $37.50 prize money. That's a lot of money. I could use that much money. What about you?
There's no way I can get
Well,
that
absolutely.
done.
I think all these creators are super deserving of being able to be here in the competition as well as being
I
deserving
have
to
to
win
take
the
this
money.
one,
I
right?
think they all have their hand in the running, and I think they're always putting up a good performance. So always appreciative of Battle State being able to support the community in any way they can, and always appreciative of you guys being here to allow this to happen. Here we see Dabs picking up another scav kill. Now, again, he's been here for a few minutes, kind of testing his options, feeling it out. I think he's probably going to start making his way out and pick up another scav or two. Oh, here we go. We're going to go for the melee kill. Red Rebel. Oh, gotta be careful against the shotgun scav.
Take
Tenacious.
If I meleeed him.
Yes.
That is very true. Of all of the scavs that you would have wanted to melee, the shotgun scav, I feel, is the one you definitely did not want to do, because he could
for
one-tap you at any moment with that shotgun.
Yeah, that buckshot is scary. That or the Taz. You gotta be very careful, even through the race helmet.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those interesting things where, like, I feel like the shotgun scavs have this ability to put the shotgun under your visor no matter where you're at. They can just aim it perfectly. Maybe it's the spread of the buck. I don't know. But I always seem to get hit head jaws, even while wearing a visor against a buckshot scav.
Oh, it's incredible. It's the physics. They just bounce the buckshot off of my armor and into my jaw.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more like the movie Wanted, like they curved the buckshot
yeah,
bullets under.
I mean, hey, that's. I think Veritas proved that a long time ago. The whole leg
Kinda unfortunate
meta
all the players
scandal.
died. It's also kinda
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we are coming close to, time still ticking away here. We are at that point in the factory runs where the factory has this very up and down motion while you're on this map, where you have a lot of action at the very beginning. Scavs have spawned in, PMCs are there. Then you hit this point where it just slowly dies off, and then there's nothing on the map anywhere. And then you'll get this another uptick as the player scavs and the secondary AI scavs spawn in. And that's what Dabs is waiting for right now. He's waiting for that second uptick of action. So I agree with what he's doing. He could just get out for 5 more points, but he definitely wants to push this lead out as far as he can.
Hey, of course, it's always a gamble. You're going to have another spawn of AI scavs. Now you have the potential with the changes recently to AI scavs. Now you have the chance to have the hard scavs push into the impossible difficulty. But at the same time, he's also going to be going up against player scavs. Player scavs are a completely different beast than AI, so it's definitely a risky maneuver. And we're seeing him still in raid. The other 3 competitors have been knocked out already. So regardless, oh my god, right in the mouth too. Oh jeez.
Yep.
Yeah,
As
he's
we
the
take a
only
look
one
at the
left in.
ticker. Yep. As we take a look at the scores across the bottom, these are the ones that are being tallied up now. Dabs is looking like he's in the first place with 9 points. Swabo in second with 6. Then we're gonna have Chusky in third with 1 point. Got a total of 1 kill during his run, and then Sheaf with 0 points.
I think there's still one.
Hey, we see top 3 so far putting points on the board. Unfortunately, Sheaf got the bad end of the stick for the first encounter, but plenty of maps to go, plenty of time to still make a statement.
That's very true, and we see this with Sheaf sometimes, where I feel like Sheaf is one of those competitors that going ahead and getting a player scav, I believe.
Player scav. Oh, heavy bleed on the legs.
Come back to what
Here's
I
the
was saying in
question.
just a second. See how this unfolds.
Oh, of course. Here's the question: is that 1 point worth it for the 5 exfil points? Looks like he's going to get greedy and go for the 6. My man. Ooh, very good placement and positioning so far. Oh, no!
Oh no!
Damn! GG's.
taken out by the players
Oh!
gap. Dabs.
Great.
The
Oh,
leg meta. We had to
unfortunate.
talk about
Take
it.
it.
We did. Unfortunate. We saw him move around trying to get into a position to go ahead and pop his second stem to get a little bit of life back there, just to stop those bleeds from coming, and the player's gap took advantage of that, missing out on the 5 points for the extract, but so did all the competitors. So I don't think it's as detrimental as we could see. Keeps the playing field a lot closer, and leading into the next map, you know, we'll see how this early map that's kind of has always been the icebreaker map is going to affect going further. And like I was saying before, I mean, Sheaf is one of those competitors where I always feel like he starts out very slow, and then as the competition goes on, he warms up and he just takes off. So we're gonna see if that affects him having 0 at the beginning going forward into our next maps.
Well, I think it's pretty normal with a competition to at least have some sort of nerves going on, and at least have some sort of maybe a little anxiety on your performance or how things may go. But I think that as you settle in, just have fun with things. You settle in with your battle mod and just hang out with your chat. It just opens things up. You forget that you're in a competition. You just start to have fun, and it's like a different sense of TARKOV for a lot of people. So.
Yeah, it truly is. And Sheaf, I think, is one of the competitors that we have. I mean, pressure doesn't ever seem to get to him. So even with him having 0 points, not performing super well, I mean, you know, he got TARKOV'd in the very first round. I've never seen pressure really get to Sheaf.
Yeah, and that could be a TARKOV thing. That could be an exposure with the evasion stuff before. It's always a good skill to have, you know, regardless with whatever you're doing. I mean, streaming personally and all that sort of stuff, it could be a lot of pressure. So, you know, adding on that sort of stuff and being able to adhere to it is always really good. Especially, you know, TARKOV, it can blow up in an instant. So the sort of chaos that can happen on these maps, and being able to keep your head cool, being able to keep those points on the board. Again, it's anybody's game. As we'll see in American football, it's still a one possession game for him.
It really truly is. And guys, if you want to stay up with all of the Evasion news, you want to stay up with everything Evasion has to offer, make sure you click on all of the Evasion links. They will be over in chat. Follow them on YouTube, the TikTok, Twitter. I say the TikTok like an old man. I don't know why. Like I'm on TikTok, but I'm like, you gotta get on that TikTok. Gotta get on the
Kids
TikTok.
and their
It's Instagram, Discord. Guys, once again, I am joined by the amazing Party Pineapple. You can find Party Pineapple over on twitch.tv/partypineapple. And I am Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me at twitch.tv/unfluffybunny. Oh, I think we're getting ready for the next competition. I mean, let's take a look at the scoreboard, see our final standings here. Dabs for Days taking 10 points, big 10 points for the early first round. Then we have Swabo in second with 6, Chusky knocking 1, and then we have Sheaf, like we said, with 0. But man, like, if anything with yesterday, this might actually kind of determine where things fall, because we had 3 competitors yesterday that were so close to each other going into the last map. 10 points is a big amount of points, especially with the way this competition unfolds.
Yeah, as we go throughout the rounds, it seems that every round is going to have more points available to put onto the board. But making a statement early and sticking along with it definitely keeps your mindset pretty good and even. Being able to just keep it cool, keep it calm, know what you need to do, and go throughout that sort of not have to deal with the hot and cold sort of phases that can be getting TARKOV. It definitely helps a lot.
It truly does. And then once again, guys, tomorrow, if you are not ready for, I mean, if you are ready for more action, there will be semifinals tomorrow at 6 p.m. Same deal that we're doing today. Guys, we are going to be getting ready for our next map, which is probably one of the most interesting competitions I've ever seen, Customs Rat Run. Now, this one takes all of our competitors out of their comfort zone from doing the things that they are normally used to doing and forces them to play passively, to relax, to chill out, to get away from fights, or else they end up with some pretty big negative points. Especially if they kill PMCs, they can really hurt their scores right now with this one. How do you like? What is your takeaway from this one, party?
Rat Run is one of these newer adaptations to the rules for evasion that I think is very interesting, especially because of the map. So you see a lot of people when they first start out and get acquainted towards Escape from Tarkov. You have to go to customs a lot. You have to go there and loot. You have to do a lot of your early tasks and your quests and whatnot. So it's nice to be able to understand where all the loot is, understand where the player pathing is, and be able to accumulate all that knowledge into one sort of game. I think is what Rat Run sort of lends itself to. The PMCs have to go in. They have to go and take risks. They have to assess what is worth it, what isn't worth it to you, and what your decisions are in towards trying to make it out of the raid. You know, going towards the loot, going towards the pacifist playstyle can make or break this sort of pathing.
Yep, and that's exactly what this is. PMCs are tasked with looting as many found in raid items from the raid for points, while, like you said, remaining a pacifist. They will lose points for killing enemies. Only items in your bag at time of extract will count. So remember, everything in the bag, nothing in rigs or pockets. They can use any armor. They have to wear a trizip bag, 2 stems, 4 non-lethal grenades, so that could be smoke or flashbangs. Of course, no GLs, MK18s, Reaps, Flurs, T7s, no run-throughs either. And then stackable items. This is a very key thing. Stackable items must be maxed out before they start another stack. So no making like your entire bag full of 1 ruble that you found in raid. Points are as follows: scav kills -3, PMC kills -4, killing Rashala, the thing that everybody loves to do on customs, -5. But for extracting, they get +5 points. Found in raid items is plus 0.5 points each. So, and remember, it's not just per slot, so it's per item in the bag. So if they end up with a car battery, which is 6 slots, that still only counts for 0.5 points. So it's very much about finding those single items, filling that bag completely up, and getting out. So it's always very interesting, because this is one of those where I see a lot of people look at what folks have in their bag sometimes, and they're like, why are you taking that? It's not worth anything. But I always have to remind people, 5 rubles for an item is worth more than nothing in that slot. I mean, what's your mindset on this?
I think coming in from the factory mindset of being able to put points on the board through kills is going to be a different thing with assessing, especially with putting points on the board already with 3 of our competitors. They want to hold those points. They want to make sure that they go about things and do things, you know, obviously want to do things right, but situations arise. If you run into a player, you might end up killing them and taking all the points that you would normally acquire throughout that raid, going down the drain with a dog tag. So personally, I'm a shoot on sight person, so I've always found it difficult to hold the trigger and, you know, hold the restraint. It's going to cost a lot more, especially now that you can go negative.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest things, is having that. It's really having that trigger control to say, look, I know that I want to take this fight. I know this guy shot at me. I want to fight him. But having that trigger discipline to say, no, we're not going to. So what we are doing now, chat, is we are loading in. We are listening in with Swabo. Our competitors have a few seconds to get away from each other, and then the competition will be considered hot. And once it's considered hot, party, it's on. And I'm excited. This is what I'm really excited to see what everybody's going to bring, like what weapon wise, because we've seen a lot of mutants. What do you think?
I mean, last weekend when I was commentating, everybody was using mutants. I think that the M4 HK mutant meta is still strong and alive, and obviously, you know, people can say what they want about metas, but right now these weapons just dominate.
They do. Do you think that BSG should make this weapon? I mean, we're still in a beta. We are now hot. Competitors are free to go. Hopefully. Oh, she just got shot, I believe. He just took a hit, if I'm not mistaken.
This might be one of those new scav AI. Especially on customs, you gotta be super careful. All these scavs have insane sight lines. Right, let's see what Sheaf and Chusky are up to. Possibility. Interesting strategy, though. Letting the other competitors know that he might be there, if that's the case that he's doing. I saw last weekend we had a competitor throw a flashbang and scare another competitor away.
Does Chusky have 100-round mags?
I think he does. Oh, yeah. Its Chief is just... Yeah, Chusky's getting shot at. Flash and run. Oh, this is hilarious.
That dude was straight up like, "Sup?" And I was like, Jimmy, is that you?" Yes. Gosh, damn it, Jimmy.
Now, I wonder, he's got the 100-round mags, and it looks like he's got a bunch of flashlights. Does he have the hollow points or the meme ammo to finish it off?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I wonder if he is using some non-lethal style ammo. We did see this from Chusky last time we watched him, where he's pretty much bringing the sun with him to just light up anything in front of him to blind and move away. How do you feel? How do you feel about Sheaf pushing directly to if you have ever watched Sheaf, you know Sheaf lives in the dorms when he plays customs. This is where he makes all of his money. He has a specific run that he does with specific keys. It's a very lucrative run. But how do you feel about him making this push and making this run, knowing that he can't kill anybody? He's used to making this run while with no fear of fighting.
So I think that the way that the bracketing works with putting everybody together into the competition that we have here is that everybody has different play styles, different pathing, different ways of utilizing their skills throughout the map. So I think that Sheaf has a lot of experience with dorms, so he understands the loot that he can acquire here, get in, get out before any of the other. Maybe I want to say that they're less experienced, but maybe Swabo doesn't go into dorms as much. Maybe Swabo will go over towards Stronghold, over near the other Rashala spawn more. So that's just where Sheaf shows his strengths, and he knows what he could do and get away with before he may go into an uncomfortable position on the map. All right, let's switch over to Dabs and Swabo, see what's up.
Keep guard. Keep guard. You're doing a
These
nice
guys are
job.
in the same general area, but it looks like Dab's going to move over towards the old gas station. See what's going on. Now, it is open to the other side of the PMC, so we'll see how things play out with PvP.
Oh, scavs are spawning in. Now, this is what I was about to say as we saw that scav run by, is that this is a very high trafficked scav area for AI scavs, so it's a very dangerous place to go.
Very dangerous, but there's plenty of loot. You got the giving tree, you got the stashes over there, you got the inside of the gas station. Plenty of decent opportunity for stuff. I mean, hey, it's been months into the wipe, but we're picking up splints. I'm with it.
Now we're gonna get to the point where we'll see them start to just fill up the bags, and then they'll get to the point where it's like, okay, now we need to start switching stuff out, dropping those 2 slotted items for 2 1 slotted items. And that's always what I find interesting, is like how quickly, and it really shows like people who are very comfortable with the menus and the UI in Tarkov, with how quickly they can move stuff around and then move to a new location.
Yeah, just make those split-second decisions. I mean, you can have a 2-slot magazine and have the ammunition inside of it found in a raid, and that can all be 3 slots possibly. All depends on how you want to play your Tetris.
Mm-hmm. Very true. And remember, it's only the things in their backpack that is found in raid, so nothing in their rigs or anything like that. We still have Sheaf over here in dorms. It looks like Swabo is in... He's still over there by the CPU room, I believe.
Chusky taking a pot shot over by Stronghold. I'm loving it. Just making sure there's nobody in there.
Oh, this is
I
Claim
like
this
the tactic that
territory.
I like the tactic that Chusky has decided to go with, where he clears every building by shooting as much ammo into it as possible, hoping to scare people out of it to run away.
He's employing the old stormtrooper aim.
Hey, hey.
Now again, everything is counted out of the tri-zip, so I think that choosing the right containers and the rigs that you're going to bring into your backpack is also a great thing. Now, what would you do, Fluffy? Would you be bringing in the double gray rigs? Would you be bringing in the AAC, or was it the CPC right there?
For me, it's one of those things where I would have to like mathematically look to fully figure out what I could get for the most slots per in a tri-zip. So it's interesting seeing that like there doesn't seem to be a consensus across the board about what's the most slots, because we see Sheaf going with his, you know, the MP, whatever they VV or the MVVP rigs, the gray ones.
Correct. Yeah, the gray rigs.
He goes with 2 of those, but then we have Chusky here going with 3 different rigs. So I'm not sure what's the better option. It's just, I guess it comes down to math. We could figure it out and see who's actually got more slots.
Yeah, I think it might come down to the amount of slots that could be filled. I mean, we're seeing a lot of 1x2s, but there might be some 1x3s, especially with the CPC or a CPC that's got a 1x3. So it's got possibilities to pick up different kinds of loot if you're going to be limiting your space by adding in the tactical rigs. I think it's very thoughtful if that's the case.
I can put money there.
Yeah. Really smart of Sheaf to do right here, where he saw an MRE on the floor. He said, look, it's a 2 slot. I'll pick it up, put it in my rig just in case, because an empty slot's an empty slot. I don't want that. I might have to maneuver stuff around later. And then, you know, totally bypassing the cat, which I think is a great idea, because a cat is 3 slots. You're only going to get 0.5 points for it. Not worth taking.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another great tip for starting off players or early white players, is to just pick up everything. If you're not going to use it, drop it. You get the attention XP. Attention XP gives you better looting. Although, in recent years, I've always been very speculative if it actually does affect the type of loot I'm getting. I don't know how the algorithm works with picking up different loot in the raid since you spawn in with other players, and how that is all, you know, calculated and whatnot. But regardless, always good to pick things up.
We're coming under that sub 12-minute mark. Competitors have just under the 12 minutes to figure out what they want to do. Keep working on stuff. Maybe just get that bag full and get out. Because remember, killing things it's honestly not worth really staying in this map that long. As if you have a full bag, for me, I think it's more valuable just to fill it and leave, like we see Dabs doing here. And Dabs has already gone ahead and decided to bounce out. His bag is full. Happy with the points, getting those extract points also. I have to agree with this move.
Yeah, and I agree as well. I think that making the best of your time, and in contrast to the factory run, you want to be able to go into the factory, make sure you get some kills in, go for a second spawn, make sure you get many points on the board. I think that you're not going to have another loot spawn onto a map, so I think that getting loot, getting out, especially with the pacifism thing, the longer you stay in, the more of a chance you're going to run into somebody.
Looks like Sheaf may have paid off the car, going ahead and deciding to bounce out through car extract. Really smart choice here. Went to his favorite location on the map, got money, decided to leave, filled up his entire bag. Another really good run. That's going to really help having, you know, not having any points in the very first raid, making up for it here. No reason to stick around if you don't need to. Swabo making his way all the way across the map now. He's been playing it very safe. He stayed really far back while he waited. So this, I'm interested to see, because a lot of the stuff that he's moving towards now has already been looted. So I think he might have a hard time filling up his backpack. How do you feel about that?
Well, I know that Chusky's definitely been making his mark around the map and just spraying around. So I know Swabo hears him and knows where Chusky's been. And Swabo knows where the loot
We
is.
have 1 stack.
I think that Swabo's been playing long enough that he understands where typical people will normally path around for the loot. And especially with the dynamic stuff going around recently, it brings a lot more incentive for him. Obviously, the more expensive loot doesn't matter since you're still getting the same amount of points, but he understands that. Ooh,
I was just debating if I.
looks like we
had
got some
a
enemies
swap
inside
out
of
there.
Stronghold. I think that Swabo does understand, though, that there's going to be higher path areas that are going to be more looted, and he can go to those areas that are not as looted. He understands that there's a chance, 50-50, that there might be loot to his left, as opposed to going to Stronghold, where he knows it's probably looted. Probably looted.
How hard do you? Oh, is Swabo
is
gonna
he
do
going
it?
for the-
He's
Oh,
doing
Swabo
it!
gets the
Looks like
kill.
He means business. I'm
Hey.
killing him. Literally right in my way. I'm
That's the
going to
risk we're
extract
talking
food.
about. Is he gonna make sure that he can
I'll
try to
take the
go
point
by
off.
silently,
I
or is he
don't
gonna
want him to kill
try
me.
to maybe exfil over towards there? Doesn't want to take the risk. Looks like that's what he might be doing.
Oh, it's because that's.
But Swabo taking out the PMC. Yeah, looks like that was the risk he was taking. Hey, I probably would have done the same thing if that's exactly where I was headed. He's got plenty of loot on him. He's got points on the board.
Just remember to keep the bags open.
Yep.
Oh man, I understand the thought process there because I don't know if I necessarily agree with Swabo's thought process there though, because he's like, that guy looks like he
I did
means
kill one
business,
PMC.
but I kind of thought that guy just looked like he was scrounging up anything that he could find. He looked like a fellow rat.
How much time is
What
left there, Needy?
do you feel that that's actually what happened, or do you think that Itchy?
Listen, you
Oh,
look like a gamer.
Ooh,
okay?
choose
Listen,
Chusky
Throw
just
to
saw
an AI.
you have a Panama hat on, bro. Who wears a
The big note, the 180.
that
But
was the
going back to
quickest 180
Swabo.
I've ever.
Oh yeah, he just
Oh,
doped
no,
right
it's
out
like
of there.
Straight up, no thank you to
Oh,
that.
oh
scam
man,
as
that was
well, man.
comical. I think that Swabo. I mean, the guy definitely could have been ratting around just trying to scrounge away. He probably would have been none the wiser if Swabo did decide to just go around him. But still, it's one of those risks. He got the exfil, so technically he made it out with a point.
I'm just gonna extract. I haven't had points.
That is true. He
Nitpicking.
I think it was a very smart calculation, like saying, hey, if I
Oh,
another scab at this extract,
oh, he is pinned.
Chusky has to decide how's he gonna play it.
Perfect. Go with the
Flashbanged
flashbang.
him.
Get this. Oh. Yeah, run.
No, Chusky,
Alright.
he's
If you don't look at it, it can't see you. If you don't look at it, can't see you. If you don't look at it, can't see you. Oh, man, Chusky is out. Oh man, it's comical.
There we go.
oh.
That nope he just had a few seconds ago was wow. What a strategy though from Chusky. It allowed him 400 round mags.
Oh
You think
man.
that worked actually? You think it scared away the competitors to make sure he could make a claim towards his land and make a claim towards
Ammo use
the area that he wanted to
247?
loot?
Hell yeah. And let me know if I'm good to go.
Yep,
with the
very
main
true.
squad.
I mean, it definitely paid off for him using the tactic of normally people when they rat they don't want to make noise, they kind of hide, but Chusky went for the no, I'm going to be as loud as I can be to try to scare things away and then move where I need to from that. Really interesting tactic by Chusky here. Might have paid off for him. We'll see as the points are being tallied by the battle mods. Once again, let's get a shout out for the people who volunteer and put so much work in behind the scenes. The battle mods, we've got Damien Co, Needy Beach, and Bolts today. Great people. Honestly, they put so much work in. It blows my mind the amount of work that these guys put in. So much love to everybody. Seriously, thank you all. Oh, party.
Oh, yeah.
Man, there was some good moments from that. What was your favorite moment from that round so far of the competition?
Oh, it was the note from Chusky. As soon as he just went around that corner and just saw a scab, you could see the eye contact, just like, oh, just carry on, rest of the day, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
But
and
Dustin's
we saw
chaotic, though.
we saw so many interesting tactics here, and it was very clear that Chusky originally wanted to go to dorms, but I feel like he realized that dorms was being contested, and it was smart of him to leave dorms because he would have ended up having to fight Sheaf there. And once everybody kind of separated out and found their groove and their location that they were going to loot at, I mean, they just played it. Like, you could tell that this is the reason these guys are in the semifinals. They played their game. They played it smart.
Yeah, they're just on it. They knew what they needed to do, and I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on the perspective, they didn't run into each other. Sheaf and Chusky were super close to getting in that fight over near the dorms, and honestly, had they stayed around much longer, they probably would have happened. But again, it's one of those calculated risks. Do I make sure that he can sit there and loot, and I can still get my loot, or do I make sure that I take him out and take the loot for myself? So it's a pretty cool situation there.
All right. Does look like we are sitting with some updated brackets. Let's take a look and see our standings now. Wow. Okay.
Oh, it is close. Wow, man.
That I was not expecting it to be that close after round number 2. Sitting in first place as of right now is Dabs with 35.5 points. Coming in second, Sheaf went from 0 to 32 points in one round. Like we said, the man knows how to loot the dorms in customs, pushing Chusky into third with 31.5, and Swabo not far behind with 30 points. We have a 5.5 difference between last and first place. Man, if you are missing this competition today, I feel bad for you, because this is the closest one I have seen yet going into the second round. Oh, party. This I'm excited to see how this is going to keep pushing and keep unfolding.
Oh yeah, looks like Customs is the great equalizer now. Got a ton of points on the board for that one. So as we move, as we move closer, we just keep seeing more and more points put on the board as things go on. It's super close right now. I did not expect it to be within 5.5 points right now in the second round.
And I just realized that Swabo taking the -4 points turned him to he would have had 34 points right now instead of 30, and it would have been a 3.5 point differential between last and
oh yeah,
or a 3 point. Oh man, Swabo would have been in second as of this moment.
Oh yeah, just that decision right there.
Oh, with how close this is, party. That one decision, I mean, 4 points is a lot. When if the points stay this close, that one decision could cost him going forward.
I mean, it could have cost him the round. It could have cost him the whole shebang. We'll see how things go. I mean, we've seen plenty of these brackets just be decided by a multitude, or no, not multitude, but be decided between 5-10 points.
But yeah, and I 100% get his thought process, because getting those points is better than possibly fighting that guy and dying. So taking the -4 points, but when it's a competition, every decision affects every single aspect of it. So hey, these guys are at the top of their game. They know how to play Tarkov better than most in this competition. So while we can sit here and make these judgments because we are sitting at an outside perspective, and those split-second decisions that they have to make, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I've been there once. I don't envy them. Much love to all of our competitors today, guys. Once again, if you have not yet, hit the links over into the chat. Go give them a follow. Follows are free. These competitors are putting on a heck of a show. Show them some love, and then we're gonna get into our very next map, party interchange. Tell me about this map. This is it, right?
Interchange is one of those maps where you either love or you hate it. Honestly, we've seen so many players that just are very hot and cold about this map, and seen the Chad and the Rat ideology. I think is originated from Interchange. Whether or not you agree with it or not, you tend to see a lot more of the diversity of the community highlight onto this map as well. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the rules for this map, we're going on Chad run on Interchange. We just had the Rat run. Now we got the Chad run. The players are going to be spawning in as a group. They're going to be spawning into the same lobby together after a certain time limit and spacing between the players. There will be the raid going hot. That means they can engage each other. They'll be spawned in on interchange day, and they'll have 25 minutes to go about their business. PMCs are going to be going in and killing everything and getting high tier loot items. Their loadout will be any loadout that they want, 2 stims and 2 grenades max. They will not be allowed to use any GLs or MK18s, no thermals, no run-throughs, and the points are going to be added in like this. We got scav kills are going to be 1 point, PMC kills will be 1 point, PMC kills with a tag 3 points, killing killer will be the 5-point bonus. You got exfil 5 points as well, and the bonus items will award you 2 points each. Again, they have 25 minutes to acquire as many of these high tier loot items and kills as they can. The bonus items that are going to be allowed for this are going to be the LEDX, Bitcoin, GPU, Tetris, Skull Ring, Ophthalmoscope. We got the gold watch, the defibrillator, the moonshine, bronze lions, and gold chains. So again, they're going to be going in and killing PMCs. They're going to be going in and killing the PvE AI as well, and trying to find these items. Fluffy, how have you seen the players adapt to this rule set change?
This right here, I think this rule set and this entire map is one of the key shining points, because this is what these players do. This is all about being the gung-ho shift W style gameplay that a lot of the top Tarkov players do. They get in there, they fight, they know how to fight. I mean, we've seen, you know, this is Chusky's map from if I remember correctly. Chusky loves this map. So he knows how to fight in this map. He gets into some interesting locations while he's on this map that you're just like, where did I get shot from? And if we had a kill feed cam, you would be like, oh, he's hacking. But all of the competitors know exactly what to do to get in, to fight, to pick up those kills. And I 100% believe we're going to see some competitor on competitor action with getting to see both sides of the fight. One of the best things about this competition is getting to see those ins and outs of both sides of the fight.
Yeah, positioning is everything on this map. Being able to go around the map and being able to do the positioning. We see a lot of late game players go on the second floor. There's a lot of high loot as well on the first floor. So we'll see if they go for the PvP, if they go for the loot route. I think finding a good balance of both and managing your time well is going to be very efficient in being able to pump out the points. I think points per minute is going to be a lot more beneficial for these players on this map more than any other.
True. And like, so the bonus items on this, I really love the fact that the bonus items were included into this set, because we know that a lot of people push to where these bonus items are. So we're going to see people pushing to ultra medical. We're going to see those like tech light or other tech locations being contested, and we're going to have those competitors move that. I don't know, man. I want to see like a good 3-man fight, team fight up there towards ultra medical. Our competitors are in. We're going to see them push away from each other. Wait, I just saw one of the competitors on Sheaf's stream just passed in front of him and had a KS-23 on his back.
Oh yeah, is it time for the star rounds? Now this is a weird spot as well for them. They're pocketed in that corner. They're sort of within sight of another spawn that'll be in front of them. So I think they might follow themselves into actually
This would be
doubles right
real
there. Looks
awkward.
like looks like we got 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have Swabo using a DVL on his back. So Swabo taking 2 weapons in also, one for that long range snipe, and then another for those close range high fire engagements.
Yeah, I've always found it a little bit interesting seeing players go with a 5.56 weapon, as well as bringing a scope onto that 5.56 weapon and deciding to bring a sniper rifle on your back as well. I think that the velocity on that 5.56 bullet is going to be generally enough, but I do want. Ooh, looks like the raid has not gone high yet. Looks like Sheaf is looking at somebody over the.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So interesting,
like-
interesting choice there, because that was Dabs that just ran in front that Sheaf had eyes on. If this raid was hot, realistically, Sheaf would have been able to just go ahead and light him up, but the raid has not been called hot. The battle mods are making sure that these competitors get a little bit further away from each other before that happens. We don't want to see anybody go out super fast like that. Oh, you know, it's never a good time when they get taken out very early like that. It does happen, unfortunately. So it does look like the raid is now hot. They have gotten far enough away. We're gonna let them unleash on each other and see how this unfolds, party.
Now that's the thing. You always want to make sure the competitors have a fair chance. The thing is, though, Sheaf knows where Dabs went, so he has that information at his disposal. Doesn't mean he has a chance over Dabs at all. Just want to make sure everybody has a good fighting chance with the information provided to him. Chusky taking down. Looks like an AI. Oh. Taking shots. Dabs. We got Chusky inside of the sushi shop taking shots. Let's see what he does against his adversary.
Oh, this is really smart. Dabs doesn't know that Chusky wrapped out a round of sushi, going ahead and getting sushi's gone. And Dabs has no idea. Dabs is waiting for him to push, trying to find this fight where Chusky's on the entire other side of the map already. And this happens so often in these fights, and people don't realize it.
Good time, you know.
Well, this is solo players at its finest right now. Chusky is out, and he is getting that positioning together. We said it earlier. The positioning is going to be everything for this round in particular.
And we get a fucking
Yeah, it looks like Swabo actually just turned on the power as well. So it's like we got 2 or 3 competitors inside. We got Swabo outside, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like everybody's got their pathing together. Let's see if any of them cross. 23.5 minutes left on the board. It's only been a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
now
loot doesn't respawn, so.
Very true. Now, this is interesting. Swabo turning the power on. Like, I feel like that's an interesting choice because that can end up benefiting one of your competitors if they happen to be over by Ultra Medical, because they could have instantly opened the container or opened the door and gotten lead X's or defibs or anything else out of there that's worth those bonus points.
I think that you do have to take the risk with turning on the power, but at the same time, those competitors do have to make it out. And if he's going to be headed towards the same area, you know, you get that pathing right, you get the timing right, you could definitely catch those competitors on their way out of the loot area and get them off guard.
I hate to interrupt you, but Dabs was just in the middle. Chusky is up top looking around. All of our competitors are very close to each other, except for Swabo, who is over an idea. We could have... Dabs... I mean, I'm sorry. Sheaf and Chusky are on opposite sides. They're literally running towards each other.
They're right next to each other. I have gritted. Oh! Here we go! Ooh, man. That scope on Sheaf. Getting a lot of recoil action right there. It's like both of them going for the reposition. See who can make it there first. Chusky actually getting a great idea right there. There we go. He knows exactly what's up. He knows exactly what's up. Look at this. Nice engagement. Nice little back and forth. Love to see it. Yeah. Oh, man. Looks like we might have 2 fights going on right now. Dabs and Swabo getting towards each other as well. Nearing each other. Looks like Chusky and Sheaf trying to do an out-position contest. Your audio is on Sheaf right now.
So it does look like Chusky may have brought backup armor to go ahead and replace after that fight. It's going to be very important. I mean,
here we go.
Sheaf is on point, has an idea of where everything's at. Dabs and Swabo are both into it right now. Swabo has Dabs on his site.
The one time is always entertainment.
Here we go.
It's like always go to.
Is he going to nail the shot?
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
he misses!
That's not good.
Oh, did he doink it? No, he got him in the chest. Wow, he did hit him. Here we go. Here's that positioning right there again. Even if they didn't see you, it's always nice to reposition. Super experienced solo play that you see right here. Looks like we still got Sheaf, Chusky duking it out.
I don't know where to watch. There's so much going on right now. We have two different fights from all four of our competitors going on right now. Swabo doesn't know that Dabs has moved into that jacket closet, trying to get any kind of eyes or any information. Swabo deciding that that's not the fight he wants to take and is pushing away from it, going to try to reposition. Like we've said so much on this map, repositioning is super important.
Very interesting maneuver on Swabo's part, though. He had the advantage pinning down Dabs. Now he's actually giving away his advantage going towards this cashier section. He's going exactly where Dabs is already looking. So is the reaction time going to pay off for Dabs, or is Swabo going to be able to just survive this encounter? Actually,
Well,
Sheep
Sheep
had
is
over
now-
towards ideas. Oh no! This might be a little. Oh, he's gonna go right up on Dabs.
He's
Dabs
running
not
right at
near him
Swabo.
right now.
Swabo has the eyes on him.
Sheep is just running in the front. Oh no! He's just gonna get in. Yep, Sheep is down.
Swabo takes him. Oh my gosh, Swabo takes him. Oh my gosh.
Now does Swabo think that that's? Oh no! Swabo might not know.
No.
GG's to
I don't know.
Sheep.
Oh.
Giving the GG's over to Swabo. Oh man, yes.
Dabs-
Swabo's got the right line of thinking.
Dabs took a shot at Swabo. Swabo knows that he is being shot at now. Going ahead and repositioning, knowing that there's still another person around, realizing that's not who he was originally shooting at. Swabo's just pushing wide, giving them a wide berth. This is what this is
Very-
about. This is what this map is all about. Are there any other PMCs, though, besides our four competitors, is what's kind of blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm amazed they haven't ran into anybody else on this map so far. I think that these guys have just been running around the map so far and just haven't found anybody else. Whether that's luck or not, I'll leave that up to you guys. But I think Swabo, I think right now has had the incredible line of thinking, understanding that he wasn't fighting the person he thought he was.
Fucking stuck here. This guy's gonna be in a really
And
bad
Chusky
spot.
now, I mean, benefiting from Swabo turning the power on, like we just said earlier, he's just able to do whatever he wants now.
Yep, Chusky is actually upstairs on the other side of the medical, on the other room, which I wish that they
Oh,
would
my
buff and
mistake.
lock that
That's
door
easy, you can
to
invite
give
them.
people more incentive to push into that medical room. He
He's
did find a
right
golden
there.
star in there. It's really a great item to have, one of the best meds that you can use. But
Like
it is
setting
one
up
of
the
those
red
situations
sheet
where I
behind
feel like it
Like,
needs
yeah,
a
that
buff.
eye on it,
We
you
still
can
have
set it
Dabs
up.
holding this
That's
angle,
easy.
and Swabo knows. Swabo knows that there is still somebody else up there. He feel like
I got a
he's just
ninja.
under that understanding, like, hey, I
That's
know
gonna
somebody
let
else. I
life.
haven't heard any movement.
Yep.
Where is he?
I'm sure the Alton
Make sure
helps.
somebody- yeah.
Again, if you guys do want to see the updated score to the best of our ability, you can see all the scores going at the bottom of your screen. As not 100% accurate, they're as best up to date as we can make them. Ooh, Killa gets Dabs.
Alright.
Wow.
Oh,
Just gets put down by the scab boss. Well, we know where Killa
Oh,
is
no.
now. Ooh. Oh man,
I'm like
just
Killer when you yell at me.
annihilated. That sucks.
so where was Killa that entire time for this fight?
Man, that's not
He's
good.
he's just chilling underneath.
He's hiding behind the car.
Yeah. Oh man, he's just sitting in the garage the whole time, right underneath Ollie. Unfortunate, man.
I'm gonna go this way through.
So now we
Holy
get into
shit,
that
so
mental
Liquid by
mind
Nature
game
also
here,
coming
party,
through?
where
11
Swabo
months?
obviously
Fuck
doesn't know
yeah. Hey,
that
what's up, Liquid?
the person he was fighting moved.
Currently rocking.
Doesn't know that the person he was fighting is killed by Killa. He may have heard the shots that Killa fired and realized that there was some fighting up here, but now it's like he has to play his own personal mind game of like, okay, where is everything? How do I play this? Where do I maneuver? Like trying to just go through 1,000 scenarios in his head to decide what to do.
Yeah, it's that 4D chest you tend to find yourself in a lot during these Tarkov scenarios. It's multi-dimensional. You got plenty of PMCs around. He's got more competitors around. He knows at least one is around. He doesn't know where any of the other non-competitive PMCs are on the map as well. I mean, he's ready to go. He's got an extra face shield. He's got everything he needs to ensure he can get through this. The issue is, once that adrenaline drops down from that initial gunfight, what are you going to do? Are you going to stick to your plan, or are you going to adapt and change what you need to do? This isn't the last run like Customs. It's nice to be able to.
I'm concerned about someone being back here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So he's still concerned about things, but he needs to know. He understands he needs to move forward with things. There we go. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yep, and great communication with the battle mod there. You hear him explaining everything, playing it out with the battle mod. One of the best parts about this competition is the battle mods, having somebody that you can bounce things off of and just kind of have a, like, it's a lifeline, you know? The battle mods do so much for him, and being able to bounce that and say, hey, you know, this is what I'm thinking, everything like that. And maybe sometimes people use them in different ways and says, okay, you know, what would you do here? You know? It's a really awesome thing that we have.
Yeah, these guys are there for the competitors every step of the way. You know, whether it's strategy, information, you know, whether it's on the game or if you need it for the competition itself. These guys are there from. They work hard, and they're always a good time to hang out with for all the competitors.
Chusky picking up a kill inside of generic there.
Oh yeah, nice little APC kill.
I make my way over. Killa's doing work like that right now.
I gotta go around this.
A bit more work
Look it up.
Chusky's just had free reign.
Wait, does Swabo go down out the back, down the stairs?
Oh shit, like we're dropping 1,000 biddies on top. My guy, I appreciate that.
I believe so. If I can read the area correctly, looks like he might be in that area. Maybe run into Killa soon. Oh, he is not.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I think he went down the escalators, out the back, wrapped around, away from Killa, from where Killa was underneath the original area where Killa got dabs. Looks like he's going to push around. Yeah, like my thing that I'm just mind blown about right now, party, is the lack of other PMCs that we've seen. Like, I do feel like maybe there's like a 4 or 5 man running around like hitting stashes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like something's definitely up with this server. Definitely seems telling of another squad, maybe 2 squads going around, and who knows, maybe those squads already ran into each other and duked it out. There's a lot of suppressors being ran on weapons at the end of the wipe, so it's always tough to tell with that sort of stuff. Chusky with another AI kill.
Cool.
Swabo here sitting at 33 points so far. We've got those updated points at the bottom. Really good fights. I mean, picking up that kill, getting Sheaf there. I mean, Sheaf is one of the best contenders that we know in this competition. So picking up a Sheaf kill is always good, even though he would have probably preferred to take out Dabs earlier to get, you know, because that is the points leader, and saying, hey, if we can stop the points leader from getting any more points, it allows us to close that gap even more.
Yeah, and that's that little micro strategy. You never really know who is near you in the competition, but understanding, you know, who might be your main competition, or whoever might have a strategy alike to yours, you know, being able to bounce off that with the information you have, again, brings that sort of Tarkov sort of randomness that we enjoy, being able to go into.
I don't know where he is down here.
Now I just want to shine a light on what Swabo. I want to shine a light on what Swabo is doing right here. Oh, Chusky's getting lit up. Got a heavy bleed, lost both arms. Might be fighting a PMC in there. We'll see what happens. He's stopping that chest, making sure that his chest does not block. Smart call. Has a broken limb.
Now, is this one of those impossible scavs? That scav is just out. Oh. Yeah, looks like it was just a hard scav. Oh man, with the AKM too. Ripped his arms apart.
No wonder he took so much damage with that ammo. So Swabo is still hunting Killa. He knows that Killa was around. He is super scared. He finds Dab's dead body.
This is where TARKOV becomes a horror film. What does Killer do after he kills you?
It's been like next to no bonus
Yeah, he
items that I've
knows.
been able to find so far.
Where is he?
Where is
Oh,
he?
please, can you be nice? Like, can you just like come out or like
Please no bully.
sit in your corner and not move? Ah!
Oh, oh,
Oh my god.
oh
It's
my
a normal
God! I
scan.
got scared.
Bro, could you
Swabo,
not?
stop!
I got enough problems
I
right
mean-
now. You gave me a heart problem.
Run! Oh!
What the hell?
What is this?
Where's Killer? Can somebody
Chusky just
leave
taking
me
in
to
the
Killer, please?
environment, you know, soaking in the sun while
Oh,
Swabo
no, I
is
dropped
just
the other side. I
scared
guess
half
we
to
are using
death
this one.
in the basement. Oh man.
Hell, you made it, Anson. Hell yeah, you made it.
Scared
Oh,
chat. Hold me to
Hello?
209.
Sir, I'm shooting you. Can
This
you
is
die?
definitely intense, Mr. Business. I
You
agree.
gotta be
Sir?
careful, Swabo.
We need to talk
Alright,
about
now
this.
that I'm
209
fixed, I can
scabs.
Steady my shot. Balls. Balls.
There we go. A nice little long shot for
Yes, please.
Chusky.
We see Swabo using those
what I'm worried
40
about.
round
Do I know what I
mags.
wanted
You know,
to
I'm not
do?
gonna say that I'm the one that started that meta last wipe with the 40 rounders, but you know, I kind of told everybody that they needed to use it. Swabo going ahead and lighting them up.
Those
Still
40
no
rounds, they're
Killer, though.
underrated. Yeah. Looks like Killer just decided to go take a tea break or something.
Oh, heck yeah. How's it
That
going,
or he's
Michael
just
Myers
sitting
on it,
behind a
too?
cardboard box, just oblivious.
Where's my Misha?
I don't like this, Swabo. I don't feel comfortable with what you're doing right now.
Hey, he's hunting him. The balls, I
Oh, yeah.
respect it.
Oh, I'm so scared for him. Oh, is that him?
Oh!
Is that him? He found him?
Well, you better run after that.
You just made him mad,
Oh, he
Swabo.
didn't
That's like
die.
kicking a hornet's
Oh, he's
nest.
not dead. He has made an angry scab boss.
8 minutes.
Oh, man. Now, Chusky could potentially hear him.
Good way to tell would be yes and yes.
All Killer has to do is just open fire. Yep.
Oh!
What is? How is he shooting him through the container?
What?
What is happening?
Oh!
What?
And go into that.
Yeah,
Chusky's
Chusky's
like,
on it.
Oh my god.
He's next.
He just shot me
Chusky
through
says,
the
"I'm on it. I
container."
want the action
He scared
too,
me so bad when he
Swabo.
shot me through the container. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. Oh my god. He's
I would
cracked.
do the same
Dabs, what did you
thing.
do? You pissed him off, bro. What did you do to him?
Oh man, I love it.
I don't think it was Dabs that pissed him off. I think it was you as you shot into him and didn't kill him. I think that's what made him mad.
Killer was just angry to still be alive. Man, Swabo. F. F. in chat.
F in the chats for Swabo. So
Oh,
now
man.
we've got Chusky left on the board. Kind of has the map to do what he wants. Just running around looking for any of that high tier loot. He did say though that he's going to that fight, which means he is running. Is Killer gonna get 3 of our competitors? I hope
think
not,
Killer might
Chusky.
have a
I have
hat
faith
trick.
that you're gonna kill him.
I think Killer's gonna get the hat trick. We'll see how things go. I hope Chusky just like wipes Killer without him even seeing him. Because Killer has just been. Whoa, oh, he's gonna be going up right behind him too. Let's see how things go. Careful. Get the lamp on. Oh, he's hitting him with a voice line too.
Whoa!
Oh, and
He
he gets
doesn't
him!
know he
Yes!
gets him!
Chusky with the pickup.
Good shit.
He's starting to know what's
Oh,
going
there's
on now. He's
Swabo.
like, oh,
Big
I
Swabo
know
told
what
me you
happened
had
now.
some stuff in
Yep.
there, bud.
Poor Swabo. Chusky picking up the
Did have
scab
the right
boss
things.
kill. Put
Time,
the
please.
points on for him. 5 points.
5 minutes 45.
There we go. And he's got 5.5 minutes left to make his way out. Hey, dude, Chusky has just been doing whatever he wants on this. Dabs decided to go and run to kill it, and it seems like Chusky
Yes, he has grenades for me.
came out on top for that.
This is how I'm gonna bait out sounds. We'll change.
Chusky picking up a lot of grenades, going ahead and picking up a labs key card also. So Swabo had 2 M67s and he didn't throw them?
Who else do we have dead over here? I know there was.
I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever gotten an M67 kill on Killa. He just looks at it and just runs away and goes, has a vacation, and comes back before it explodes.
Yeah, it's
Things
more
are
of a
insane.
use it for. It's more of a use it for like making Killa move a little bit because it does force him to move sometimes. I really like M67s. I know a lot of the community doesn't. M67s have those ability to allow you to push people away. So what happens is the fuse timer's so long, you throw an M67 and then you instantly throw another one. So when the first one goes off, people don't realize there's a second one. So then they push back to the angle they were holding, and the second one's sitting there waiting to blow them up.
Oh yeah, it's the old trick right there. I mean, I think that grenades.
asking
I
Time
think
pretty
people try to
often,
use
then
them to
so
kill
that's
way
the
too
time
much.
frame.
They're really good for sound and they're really good for repositioning. Well, looks like Chusky's just running into all the other competitors, man.
I knew that.
Look, Chusky's like, oh, I just get everything. It's all mine.
I gotta
Perfect.
steal
This
some
is
of
great.
that.
Yoink.
He's finding it
the forts
all.
in the
How do you
world.
feel about that?
Oh, man.
Don't really take no
Oh,
damage, but
man.
You need to.
Smart maneuver, switching to the fort armor.
And a chonky PMC.
Yep, Swabo, that's exactly right. As Garland said in chat, Swabo and Dabs definitely tired Killa out so that Chusky could finish it up. And this is one thing about Tarkov. A lot of it is timing. A lot of it comes down to like when do you get to fights at position, like certain times, like how do you maneuver around the map and timing is so important in this game.
Even approaching Killa, I mean, if Killa had been facing the other way, he might have gotten Chusky because as soon as he turned the corner, he wasn't even looking at Killa. He had to readjust to him.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I will agree with what Sheaf said in the chat, that Sheaf says, I don't need scav bosses / raiders either. Now, I don't like to nade raiders especially, or scav bosses that have, you know, a group of people with them, such as Rashala or Gluhar, because I don't want his minions to spread out. I want to keep them in a contained area where I can fight them. But with somebody like Killa, it does cause Killa to freak out, but I don't know. I always find that pushing him out of someplace that he's hiding is safer for me than trying to fight him and let him have the advantage. Because as we know, I feel like, me personally, Killa is the hardest scav boss that we have in the game.
This is getting intense.
He's just a beast. I think
Right,
the
I
problem with
appreciate it
nading him
as well.
personally
My
for
apologies
me is
for
as
that.
soon as he hears you pull the pin on the nade, he's already charging at you. If they changed how he responds to certain sounds, I would definitely nade him a lot more. But his reaction time is too insane.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're getting a little 11 SR action going for the high tier loot.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it's
for
definitely going to be good high tier
Walking
loot,
like
but
pace
Chusky
this way.
does have only 2 minutes to get to extract. Obviously, it doesn't take that long to go from where he's at unless something happens and he ends up getting into a fight. So we'll see what happens as Chusky makes the run, going for the leap.
Almost
I almost
overshoots
thought
it.
I was about to say he almost overshot that.
Oh man, Chusky has had the smoothest interchange rate out of all 4 of these competitors today.
Yeah, and this is something we see with Chusky over and over, where he stays calm. His raids just, I don't know if they unfold the way he wants them to unfold, but he just kind of like, I almost want to say like frolics through the raids, where he just does his own thing. He's like, do. Oh, hey, look, I found some dead bodies. Here's a bunch of grenades. I'm good to go. Gold chains in there, looking for anybody who might have been stashed, grabbing a gold chain with a bonus item.
Extra few horsepower never hurt.
Well, I think it's always a lot of fun being able to just walk around Tarkov and just let things go as they go, and it paid off really well for him.
Ah,
Pop off
Cheers,
with the...
everybody.
Oh yeah, get that vodka to top it off. There we go. Good raid.
oof.
And we can
Very
tell
well
why
done.
this Yeah, very well
Okay.
done. We can tell why
Okay.
Chusky loves this map, and we can see that he loves this map just in the way. Look at all of those
Zero
scav kills,
PMCs
And kill.
just
9 scavs and kill.
destroying scavs across the board.
Yeah, that Raz.
Yeah, the PvE Slayer.
PvE Slayer, exactly. So, with that competition 3 out of the way, we're going to get an updated board and see exactly how our competitors are all lining up. I mean, it's going to be interesting because we did have Swabo take Sheaf out early. Then we had Dabs and Swabo in it. You know, Sheaf didn't realize he was running into their fight, ran into it, got by Swabo. Dabs left the fight, ended up with Killa. Then we get Swabo going after Killa and getting got by Killa. All the while, Chusky is just having his way with the map, going around, finding the things that he wanted. So it'll be very interesting to see how the points are going to change after that party.
Yeah,
Man.
it seems like sometimes the points just fall into your lap. Sometimes you gotta work for them. That's just the way Tarkov goes.
Yep, that is very true. So our battle mods are working very hard, getting all of those points updated. We'll take a look at that updated scoreboard in just a minute. Oh man, party. What was your favorite part about how that map unfolded?
I think it's funny how everybody ended up over near Killa. Everybody ran at Killa, and Chusky made it out. Luckily, again, like as soon as he came up on Killa, Killa was still looking at Swabo's body and faced away. That could have been really bad if he was facing towards him. As soon as he turned that corner, we would have seen all the competitors taken out. I think that everybody ended up in the same place. I would have really liked to see that three-way fight, though.
Yep. So, party, with that, what we're going to do is we are going to take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get those points updated, and we'll take a look at those as soon as we get back. And we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all got a drink, ran to the restroom, because we have a lot more competition to go, and you do not want to miss any of it. Man, party. Let's take a look at our scores, see where we're at, because it is closing in very quickly. After that, Chusky taking the lead with 54.5 points. Definitely see that Chusky loves that interchange map. It allowed him to push out even further, or push and take that lead. Followed closely behind by Dabs. Fortunately, didn't really get a lot of points in that match because Killa just had his way with everybody. Swabo, third place, 34, and then Sheaf with 32. I mean, there's still 2 maps left, and it can go any direction because lots of points to be left on the board right now, party.
Oh yeah, it's anybody's game still. I mean, you see everybody still within, what is it, 22 points, man. I mean, that could be one raid. There could be one lucky fight. You could run into a 5-man. You could run into a bunch of loot. Depends on what these competitors are going to have to run into for the rest of, you know, their runs, and seeing how things go. Chusky just putting those points on the board. He didn't even run into any of the PMCs and seal the deal with them. All he had to do was go with those scav kills, make sure he stuck with what he needed to do for the raid that he was in, and he's putting himself on top right now.
Yep, and as we recall, the top 2 from this competition are moving on to our championship round, where they will be competing for that prize money sponsored by Battle State Games. So these competitors know what they need to. They're going into each of the rounds. I hope, like, I don't know about you, but for me, I would be like, all right, Battle Mod, where are we at? Are we, you know, what position are we in? I understand that I want to play my game the way that I want to play it, but I need to know where we need to hit. And I don't know about you. If you were to play in party, how would you want to work this with your Battle Mod?
I think that this is the point to adjust. I think you've gotten a fair assessment of how everybody is doing so far with the rest of the competitors, and I think you have a fair grasp of how you're feeling throughout the competition so far. We've already got 3 rounds down so far. These competitors have gotten, you know, whether it's good PvE or good PvP, they've gotten a bunch of different situations. I think that they need to reassess what they came into and what they need to do right now to figure out what they could do to get that first or second place. Chusky and Dabs right now, they just got to hold their own and keep doing what they're doing. Sheaf and Swabo might need to up their ante a little bit, or maybe even play a little bit safer if they've been playing risky.
That's exactly right. Maybe, and that's the thing. I think the leaders need to understand where they're at too, because they may want to change up a little bit. Maybe they understand, hey, we're a little bit, we're pretty far out ahead. We just got to keep it going, keep that momentum, keep that pace, guys. If you have not yet, go ahead, hit those links over there. You can find all of the competitors. Go to their Twitch pages, give them a follow. Follows are free. Show them some love. Let them know who you're cheering for. Give them all a lot of love.
Oh yeah.
And once again, I am joined by the amazing Party Pineapple. Has been around the TARKOV community as long as I can remember. Make sure you guys go over to Party's Twitch site. Show him some love. And I am Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me at twitch.tv/unfluffybunny. Also, man, you ready to get into this shoreline map? This shoreline map is an interesting one because this one is all about getting out as fast as possible. Shoreline Die Hard Delivery. It's a race.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Party. Now I'm curious. This is one of those interesting ones because they have an objective. They have to throw some items down. They have to get some kills, and then they have to race to the extract. Being first place grants you 10 points. I mean, how would you play this out? Do you go for that? Do you try to get those 10 bonus points as quick as possible and get out? Or do you stay in and try to milk those points back up by killing things?
I think that's going to be a spawn-dependent sort of thing that we see going on right here. We're going to have all the players going in, spawning as a group, so they're going to have to figure out initially, am I going to stay at the spawn and watch the rest of the players and see where they go? Coordination, with the scores going on right now, they have to figure out what's my placement, what I need to do. Like you mentioned, the extraction is going to be giving you more points depending on which person gets out as opposed to the rest of the competition. So these guys really need to sit there and have that pivotal point in this competition to understand with their battle mod what they need to do to put themselves ahead.
Very true. So it will be very interesting to see which one of the vehicle locations our competitors go to also, because they do have a choice of 4, and depending on which side of the map that they spawn on will also determine maybe what extracts are available to them. So do we see competitors ignore the resort and stay closer towards the shoreline and put one at the car and maybe one at power? Do we see somebody push up, go to the ambulance, and then go to the UN truck on the backside? This is something that I'm curious about, and it will be interesting to see how it unfolds. Knowing these competitors, having watched them in the past, I don't know many of them that are going to be too shy away from fighting.
Especially with things being so close right now, being able to knock out the competition earlier or later is going to be a big thing, for the next round and the round after this. Or sorry, for this round and the next round after this. These PMCs are going to have to go around to the same 4 spots on the map and place down 2 card batteries of their choice towards 2 out of those 4 spots. You're probably going to see 2 of these players go hover around the same sort of area, and the other 2 probably go around towards the resort. You might see everybody goes towards the resort. I think that all these players do have a fair understanding of Shoreline, and with Shoreline being such a versatile map as well, I think that you gotta be careful if you see a pilgrim bag. Pilgrim bag.
Yep. So it does look like we may be getting ready to get into this map, and I mean, the competitors here are... It's so interesting because if Sheaf takes out Chusky early, that's what Sheaf's really going to want to do, or Swabo, to allow them to stop that first place person from gaining any more points. It looks like they are spawning over by the swamp. We're going to go ahead and let them spread out. Dabs is who we're going to be listening to.
Oh yeah, Dabs and Chusky just going right out over towards the villas initially. Looks like Sheaf and Swabo also going to go hand in hand over towards the left-hand side. Looks like everybody's going to be gearing themselves over towards the resort. And I think that's pretty interesting because you're going to have all 4 of these players sort of bottlenecking themselves in towards the villa area, towards the resort. You have a whole, I'd say, quarter of the map right there. These 4 players are going to be duking it out over towards. Now, you also got to keep in mind, Dabs and Chusky do have another player spawn over towards their right. If they run into contact before the raid is hot, they got to be careful to defend themselves and not kill each other.
Very, very true. They are, you know, running across that sniper field. Such a dangerous place to run out in the open. You can get shot from so many different directions. Swabo going ahead and pushing up. It looks like he's just making his way straight towards the resort on the backside over by that power line. And then we have Chusky inside. If you look at that, Chusky, interesting location where Chusky decided to go. Looked like he was maybe checking for Sanitar, trying to get some early points on the board.
Well, here's that decision making that we're going to see starting to put into play with the pathing these players are going to be taking. Each car battery they place down is going to give them 4 points each. So getting 4 scavs is going to equate to 1 car battery.
Chusky throwing a grenade out into sniper field and then pushing away.
And Chusky with
Raid
the
should be
tactics
going
today.
hot any moment.
Yeah, Chusky's really been utilizing sound to his advantage today, which I'm a particular fan of. You know, using the sounds to hear if you hear a scab boss in that area, or using the mag dumps from customs earlier to make sure, you know, the rest of the competitors know that you're there during a pacifist raid. I think he's definitely using sound to his advantage here.
Yep. Raid is now hot. Something interesting that if you notice from Sheaf is got a backup fort armor with him while carrying both of those batteries. So you do notice that he keeps dropping the armor to regain stamina. He is heavy. He is a heavy boy.
Yeah, it looks like Sheaf is going to be taking his time with this raid.
Swabo,
Like
I
Dabs
think here's
placing down.
Dabs.
Yeah,
Swabo and Dabs
placing
are
down with his car
extremely
battery.
Yeah, Swabo and Dabs are extremely close to each other. I think Swabo heard him, doesn't realize that he may have pushed out the back.
I have no idea if Dabs knew that Swabo was in there, but I mean, if I knew that Swabo was inside that resort, I would be scared too, and probably did what he did. Dabs sticking to his objective, making sure he's doing what he needs to do. I don't want to mess with Swabo in the resort, so he could do that. That's fine.
This is one of those interesting times where you have to you have to play patient, but you also have to understand that this is a race, and trying to get out first is very, very important. And you know, 10 points is a lot of points. If you were Swabo and you got those 10 points,
Now raid's hot.
and one of your other competitors were taken out, it's going to push you closer to that first place marker.
Where you going?
Oh yeah, I mean, Dabs on the first round on Factory Gun Game, he put up 10 points and put himself 4 points ahead on Swabo. So 10 points,
Shoot.
4 points, it all adds up.
Oh, Chusky found Sanitar.
Taking him down. There we go.
I think it's just his cursor that
There's 5 points for killing Sanitar. It's more than a car battery. It looks like a
Where's my
little
ass
little
again?
PvE
Sanitar's
strategy
fucking
working out for Chusky
dead!
today. There we go. Taking out Sanitar.
Now we have Dabs and Sheaf both very, very close to each other. I think they just wrapped each other a little bit. No, I'm sorry. They,
Oh man,
Oh,
Sheaf's gonna run into
okay.
Swabo. Here we go. Sheaf
His two
popping
guards
down
is
his
honestly
first
Oh!
car battery.
But the flash beat me to the
I
end.
believe Sheaf
here
just
we
took
go.
2 shots.
He's taking shots same time. I don't think he knows that Swabo's here. Oh no! Oh no! This is bad.
Not again.
This is bad for Sheaf if Swabo takes advantage of things. Yeah, there we go. Looks like we got a third party involved.
Sheaf's got both of his batteries down. Does he decide to fight this? He has no stam out in the open.
Wow.
The question is, party, does he decide to fight it? Or since he's got his batteries down, does he go ahead and push out and say, no, I have a different objective I need to do, and just leave?
Man, it feels like these guys are playing the sniper game right now. They're just trading places. Swabo going towards his car batteries now. He says, enough is enough. I want to get my points on the board as
Okay,
soon
how
as
many of us are
possible.
going to pick the same spot to
How
drop
many-
off our
yeah.
car battery, guys? Kind of awkward.
Says, you guys have already been here. I'm getting out of here. Dabs is going to take some shots at him.
I didn't get scared. You
think
got
he's-
scared.
Showing restraint on that trigger.
Look at Dabs. Dabs can see, like, got close eyes on Swabo. All he has to do is just find him in the
Chusky's
sights.
down!
Oh, Chusky goes down.
Oh, what took him
That is the
out?
points leader out right now.
Oh, man. Third party PMC took out Chusky. Oh, man.
Swabo just took out a scab. That alerted Dabs. Dabs is pushing towards Swabo. Swabo hears
Here
him.
we go. Who's going to take the first shot? Here we go. Looks like Swabo's got the advantage so far. Now the issue here is Dabs has the high ground. More area for him to shoot out of.
Screwing my whole plan.
Swabo's going to move up. There we go. There's the shot taken.
Swabo doesn't drop him, though. It gives Dabs the opportunity to fight back now. Oh, but it doesn't
Takes
matter.
out Dabs.
Swabo!
Swabo with the reposition.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Swabo has just been Dabs' kryptonite all day, forcing Dabs to run into kill it on interchange and now dropping Dabs here. The two players, it's so interesting because they think so much alike, moving to the same locations, and it just comes down to a little bit of luck and a little bit of timing on who is going to win there, and unfortunately that is going towards Swabo for Dabs today.
Oh man, it is just Swabo's map on Shoreline. I just see him position the hell out of people. And there you go, one more victim ditching his competitor's gear. Always a GG, good sportsmanship there. And some more points on the board. That's another competitor down, and again, 10 points for the first exfil. Looks like we're gonna have two possible exfils for here, and that's a lot of points just for making it out.
Not sniper tower, but sniper scout, sniper rock.
Now, what's interesting to note also is that Chusky and Dabs were our first and second players, and now Swabo and Sheaf are left. They were our third and fourth. This gives them the opportunity to push and close that first and second gap so much. This is what I was talking about. This competition is so close.
Exactly what we were talking about. This is their chance. This is the time for Sheep and Swallow to just put some points on the board. Again, I mean, I don't think that they know the other two competitors are out, so 10 points on the line. Getting these car batteries down, there's a lot of points on the line for making it out alive.
Oh, it just, this is what it's all about. Like, this is why these competitors are in the semifinal. They all are the best. They just, they know how to play Tarkov. They know this competition. They're just playing their games, and it is great to see some high-level Tarkov competition.
Yeah, I
I'm
think it's
assuming
pretty
like the
interesting when
first place
Sheaf,
and second place
a lot
guy
of his points are
probably just
objective
called
based. Although he is in fourth place, his
call
objective
myself
play right now
probably
is
just call that out of
pretty
here
good.
for those extra points, 3 points.
So what Sheaf needs to do, because Sheaf can't leave the
I'm
map
gonna try
yet,
and
Sheaf does need to pick up one more kill. He does have both of his batteries, but remember,
slow down
they have to
anyways.
drop both batteries and get 3 kills, whether it's PMCs or scavs, to be able to
I think what
extract.
would
So
be cool
Sheaf needs to find something
this
to just
is
go ahead and
for-
pop.
instead of
Looks
us
like
having the same plant
Swabo
spots,
is
we have
checking,
different
looking
plant
for any more
spots, and we don't
scavs.
know
How many
where they're at
No.
until
Yeah, they're both
the round
looking for scavs
and
because
the
Swabo
round
can't leave
one.
either.
Because with giving points to high priority on being to
So
extract
both of
first,
them, both
then
of
you
our
have these plant
competitors
spots,
each
then
need
these
one
scavs
more
respawn
kill
in
before
together.
they can
You're gonna have
leave.
some players
It's
who are
going to
gonna
be
able take a
interesting,
lead
and it
right
is
off
the
the
race
start,
for a
get the
scav
plant,
to
and
see
then
who
bounce,
is going to
right?
extract first and get
so,
that 10
now who
bonus
knows if
points.
That's what they actually do. There's always the chance of
See
them
how
not
things
doing
go.
that.
I think that
setting up
Swabo
and
could
doing something else,
find
right?
an enemy over here,
But
but the power station's a
I
great
think
area
it'd
to
be cool
find
maybe
anything.
tweak the rule set a little bit. For future, that's really the only thing I could think of on this solo event that I would slightly tweak, and the rest is so perfect and so much fun.
Next easiest
Yeah,
scav I can think of is the
always
one
try to
down here right
adapt the
here.
rules to make a
With,
good play
not
style,
here,
make
but
the best out of the
down here.
competitors. So
We're just gonna run down an edge and see if I can see him.
The evasion solos, this is my favorite one so far, hands down.
I'd rather not go up to
Just
the
turn
top
out.
of the hill. There could be
yeah,
good job.
honestly,
They put a
just
lot
just
of
from
work
being a
into it.
shoutcaster as well for
Doing
this.
their
This has been one of my
Lot of
favorite
thought.
seasons so
Lot of
far
Wanna
to be able
run
to
into
do.
a bunch of people I'm trying
I'm
to
pretty
extract
picky
quickly.
with
And you got to remember, with
Well, here we
Swabo
go.
Swabo has eyes on.
the
Is that
rule
Sheaf?
set right, and
No, I'm sorry.
not think-
Sheaf has eyes on another
not think so.
competitor. I'm
Pretty
sorry. I thought they
critical.
were a lot closer in my head. I was like, oh, we're about to get it again. Sheaf found
Now,
another
Swabo's going
competitor
back.
towards,
This one's done really
but
well.
Swabo is pushing towards them also.
Yeah, scavs do count.
Oh, here we got a little,
Oh,
little sandwich
Oh,
action
no.
going on. Swallow getting the first contact, taking him
Wait.
down.
Got him.
Ooh,
Really
Chief
they
also
both
finding
get a
somebody and
kill.
dropping him.
We both.
What is that Mosin Obrez?
Now the race is on. This is what we have been talking about. They both got their kill. Now they both have to rush to extract and try to get out to get the 10 points. Who is it going to be? Oh,
Man, I think this is where that fort's gonna be at the consequence of Sheaf. He does just pick up his first PMC kill, but I think the weight of that fort might, you know, put him slower,
I heard shots over here.
slower on the run over to Exfil behind Swabo.
now the thing is, Chief did hear shots, he said, and so it is going to cause him to maybe play a little bit slower here for this push. Swabo doesn't look like he's even going to check to see if the temporary extract, the CCP temporary, is open. He's going to ignore that and just push back towards the standard extract at Roads to Customs.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He does seem aware that he
This other
does
person?
need to get the Exfil bonus for getting out, but also making his way out and trying to get those extra points on the board isn't a bad idea either.
Oh,
Now,
no.
the time
Now
he's gonna be
there's a
sitting here
chance.
waiting though is just, yeah, he's gonna let Chief catch up though. That's the problem. He has no idea he's there.
We went all the way down to Crossroads. We had
Swabo needs to move a little bit quicker. He has no idea. Sheaf is literally closing in behind him. Sheaf. Oh,
tunnel or whatever.
they're killing me. They're killing me right now. It's a race, guys. Race to the extract.
Oh, it's gonna be a nail biter if they get any closer.
And thank you so much to the Miss Lizard for that raid. Welcome.
See if there's any scabs at tower over here.
Shout out
Quick
for
extract.
Miss Lizard, guys. If you don't know who Miss Lizard is, you should definitely
We have
know.
15 minutes left with
I mean,
the extract and
That might be a
tower
past
and
champion. I don't know.
see if we can
Maybe.
catch anyone roaming this way. I'm not necessarily in like a hurry.
Every
to get
time
out,
I do a reserve raid for hosting,
we got
still
extra
think about that
time.
raid with Ms. Lizard.
like needing to leave. Check the scabs,
Yep.
out.
Such a great raid. Swabo
Alright,
gets
Swabo.
it, gets out first with the bonus 10 points for being the first one out. Oh man, Sheaf not far behind though. New shots were around, decided to look for the fight. If he had just kept pushing, he would have ran into Swabo.
Time left.
Oh, it's always crazy to see how close our competitors come to each other without ever realizing it.
13 minutes left.
That's the way things go. The amount of times I've sat there and just
Probably one of
had a squad just run by me without
the- one
even
of the first
having any
ones,
notice of
like
me.
I said, they probably just
Yep.
went straight
And
to
this is
whoever got
right
happens
here is
all the
what
time.
we can see.
probably went out
It's
and
interesting
did
because
it.
you see Sheaf and Swabo both did the exact same things at almost the exact same points on the map. This is where map knowledge comes in so much. They both knew to stop, check towards extract, see if they saw anything, maybe some scavs, whatever. So then they were like, okay,
We can check for that.
and then decided, okay,
Back, 'cause I feel like
move
we
on.
catch the-
and
people
both
that
of the
shot
competitors, you could
earlier,
almost line up their gameplay
thought I
and
was
see
super
them do the
effective.
same decisions. Now, what's interesting though is Sheaf isn't pushing to extract.
they
Looks
would
like
be going
Sheaf may
tunnel.
be trying to find a little bit more points somewhere.
Fuck.
Maybe picking up a
Okay.
PMC coming along the
Well,
wall
chances
or
of us
something.
running into someone might be kind of slim. We'll see if we can't soak some extra scab kills.
Well, making the best of his time, seeing how things go. I mean, we got more, probably another player scav spawn. It's gonna be happening on the map as well. He's got 12 minutes to pretty much do whatever he wants. I mean, he heard shots earlier, but
time is left?
I don't know what's going through his head in regards of that. Maybe he understands that maybe that PMC is already gone.
It was not up.
See what he thinks.
Very true. So, Sheaf did do this in his last raid also on this map
Oh, yeah,
in
we did
the,
get hunch check.
you know, in the original round that he was in. Realizing that, hey, I'm going to try to pick up as many points. He doesn't realize that he thinks, I kind of feel like he thinks he's either in the last place and he's only going to get 1 point, so he's trying to maximize his points, or he just doesn't care and he's like, look, I want to try to get as many as I can. Picking up a shotgun scab. That shotgun scab not wanting to
Man.
die, party. That was a lot of
Just
bullets,
Insane.
and it's scary.
These bullet plunges, man. Like, I don't know what's up with the scabs these days. They're
There was
putting something in their
obviously-
cereal.
The sun got in my eyes, and you know the scab event. You had like quadruple health. I didn't miss a single bullet there. My bullets were glitched.
Is he
though.
wearing a visor? Is Chief wearing a visor?
Perfect shot.
Gotta be really careful with these shotgun
I don't
scabs.
think I've ever missed. a
He's
shot
risking
in my
himself a big exfil. I mean, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows. You know what place he's in for exfilling. So
Yeah, that's very true because he doesn't realize that he's risking 6 points. He thinks he might be only risking one. While we have a little bit of lull in the action, I want to take a moment. Guys, make sure you head over to the evasion.gg/merch store. You can save up to 10% off by using code SEASON5 at checkout. That only goes on until tomorrow at midnight. I believe EST. I'll have to get a double check on that. But tomorrow night is when that ends. 10% off Season 5. Go pick up some merch. It helps support the channel and everything that we do here.
Probably even go down to cottages.
oh yeah, get your
That's
gamer
right.
socks.
Gamer socks also, as well as gamer pants. Be comfortable while you game.
Ooh, looks like an AI. Maybe.
Willard Z.
That scab just lived.
Close, almost there. There we go. The blind fire. I love it. So cheeky.
They're just super tanky.
Gotta be careful. I could
Ugh.
be one of those impossible scabs. Just clocked him right through the visor.
That is one of my absolute favorite things about Tarkov that doesn't get utilized as much as I wish it would, is the blind fire mechanic. Unfortunately, because of the way jiggle peeking and the way people move in the game right now,
Maybe an opponent's
it
slow.
doesn't-
Maybe someone else is doing the same
it
strategy
doesn't,
I am and
you
just
know,
circling around.
allow for you to use the blind fire the way I feel like it should be. But blind firing in this game is one of the best things in the entire world, and I'm hoping that with inertia we will start to see the blind fire a lot more, and maybe if they kind of rework the way the blind fire works. The other thing is, like, I kind of want there to be suppressing. So as you're blind firing at somebody, if you're playing with people, it will suppress the person you're firing at to allow your teammates to get shot. It's always awesome seeing a competitor do blind firing, even though they don't need to right now.
Oh, I agree. It's such a good feature for this game, and it brings a lot of personality towards people's playstyles when they utilize that sort of back and forth. Because we see a lot of fights that end in the first shot or end in the first 5 seconds, something like that. Getting a good engagement that goes down a hallway back and forth to each other and adding in that blind fire, just, I don't know. It does something for your immersion. My immersion.
Could take a peek
Immersion,
inside the
that's right.
depot there, but
Looks like Sheaf is still deciding to go ahead and make his way around the entire map again. I really do feel like, I don't know if he said or not on his stream,
I heard
does
some
he think that
possibilities
he's
are
the
pretty
last
possible
one and
that
he's
they
okay
could
with
go
that? Or,
further
you
up.
know, it's always interesting to see this play out in this thought process that he has here.
Especially with Shoreline, that you see a lot of people go initially towards the resort at the beginning of the raid, and you see probably about like 20 minutes in, around where Sheaf is at right now in his raid. You see a lot of people also going in towards the resort and trying to pick up the loot without all the chaos that happens at the beginning. You know, you have the people that spawn near the resort, they just stay there and wait for people to come in. You tend not to have that as much later in the raid, so maybe Sheaf was just going in, checking things out, see what he could do, and then probably just make his way over towards the
Well,
exfil.
sniper scabs.
Looks like that's about what he's going to be doing.
Yep, he does have 7 minutes left on the board to use. Just trying to find anything, any kind of scavs, any extra points anywhere. Now, it's
It's
also
funny
interesting,
how-
too, because... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's funny how Sheep is pretty much ended in the same spot that the rest of the competitors have been in.
Mm-hmm.
Bunk round.
Yep, he is ending up in that spot. So as we chill out and we kind of wait, he's looking around for any kind of action. If you guys are curious about anything else going on with Evasion, make sure you follow Evasion on all the socials. You can find those links in the chat. They'll be popping up in just a moment. Over on Twitter, over at Evasion_GG on Instagram, also on the website. If you need any of your information, Rock Passage is open. Wait,
Wasn't open
I thought
before,
Rock
wasn't
Passage
it?
was closed before.
Mmm.
Didn't Dabs not extract because he thought because it was closed?
My, how the turns have tabled. I wonder what's going through Chief's mind right now. Sees the
Wait.
exfil is open and double is back.
Huh.
That's a little thought process. Wonder what he's gonna do.
Yeah. It's interesting too because as I was saying before, these competitors are playing for a chance in the championship where they are playing for some, you know, a big chunk of money. I mean, $1,000 for first place, $500 for second here in the NA solos, sponsored by BSG. Honestly, like every decision is going to make a difference in getting into that match.
Sure I heard something here.
There we go. Thank you, Bolts. Would have been a run through if Dabs had left.
Fudge, man.
Thank you so much for
thank you.
clearing that up for us, Bolts. I do appreciate it.
Time left.
4.5.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be many more scavs over on this side of the resort. I think if he keeps doing what he's doing, goes around to the different spawns and whatnot, he might pick up those extra little points and whatnot. I mean, all of his kills are coming from this raid itself, so I think he's just trying to push that and try to get, you know, squeeze what he can out of this raid and the next raid.
It's very interesting because, like you just said, with Chief's all of Chief's kills coming from this one raid, he definitely feels that he is behind. So he is going to try to get what he can, which is smart. I mean, it's really a good choice to do here, but it is also a dangerous choice. So it's one of those you have to kind of play the game of, you know, is this what I want? Like I could possibly be losing points, but I think in his head he probably thinks he's only going to lose 1 point if he dies.
Like maybe I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, of course, and he already went towards Rock Passage, so he knows that if he needs to exfil in a jiffy, he can. And I think that's what he's going to do right now. It's going to take you like a minute or two to get out from admin over towards the Rock Passage anyway,
Our
so...
music to get to extract. Have to improvise. Done.
3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock for Sheaf. He's trying to use every single moment of it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a sniper scab pop up, see if he can leave the round with 50 points.
It's interesting to know also, if you look at the bottom as our scoreboard ticker goes across, we have a lot of updated points. Those are also going to be updated more as this competition goes on. Chusky's still sitting at first with 60.5. Swabo jumping into that second with 58. Even with Chusky being taken out early here, holding on to a large point lead. Sheaf in third at the moment with Dabs, who was in first, if I remember correctly, dropping to fourth just based off of this one raid. When I said this was a close competition, there was no exaggeration in that. This is an extremely close competition.
Yeah, that fight between Swabo and Dabs, I mean, it put Swabo right up in there. Could be very punishing with just the smallest little decisions in this. All right, there we go. She picked up the fort. Make his way out.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left, looks like he knows that he's not going to find anything else. Play it safe. Go ahead and get out. Not realizing he's going to pick up another 6 points from this extract for being the second person out.
And that should secure his third.
I'm just baiting scabs out, you know? All part of the plan.
He has a plan. Don't worry.
He has a plan.
You see that fucking mountain over there? I bet I could throw this grenade over that mountain. Look. School guys don't look at explosions. I know it went over, though. Without a doubt.
He accidentally moved out of the extract.
All right. On to the next round. That was not the best round. We did not find very many people.
Hey,
GG.
I think you
it's
didn't do
interesting
that
to
great, huh?
hear.
Ain't
Yeah,
it
it's very
for
interesting,
Yeah.
Party, to hear him say that that was not the best round. That was not a lot of points.
Or
When he
they only
doesn't
got-
realize that he secured 7 kills in that
Or
raid.
they have to bank on them dying.
One of them being a
Oh, I guess I
PMC.
did all right. We got one
He
PMC.
yeah,
and
he
two
got
PMC.
7 kills.
Yeah,
One of
correct.
them being a PMC. He
painted
got
both
both
sides,
of his
and we got the extra
objectives done,
points.
throwing down the car batteries. Plus,
All part of the
he
plan.
got the 6 points for being second place, which
didn't
he
even realize you
really,
were
I
out of
really don't think
energy
he thought he
from
was. I think he thought the other
first.
competitors were out, and he was trying to make up points wherever he could. So it's going to be really interesting to see that point swing and see exactly what we have here. But Party, great 4th map for us. One of my favorites. I think it's such an interesting play on the competition in general, where we're kind of forcing the players to choose to run out and race for the extract.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody in the competition so far has had their rounds. Everybody's shown their strength in every round so far, and everybody's shown their play style, and I'm glad we're able to showcase it instead of having the caster curse all the time.
Oh no, Party, why would you say that? We've had such
Oh,
a
yeah?
great day with no mention of that, and then you
It's-
just put that bad juju out there. Oh,
It's not
okay,
bad
chat.
juju, just mix it up, it's
Everybody
reserve.
heard it. If we tune into somebody and they die, it is Party Pineapple's fault. Can we get some hashtags blame Party going
accept
in the
that.
chat? Oh, Party, why would you do this to us? Oh,
It's okay, we've got to spice it up for the last round.
gotta spice it up for the last. It's not caster curse, Garland. We're not doing a caster curse. I didn't put this on anybody. This was all Party. It's a
Yeah, I guess
party
we gotta
curse.
We gotta put a bar on the screen now and make sure I'm in my own corner now.
All right, it
Alright,
does
looks
look
like
like
we
the
got update,
brackets
huh?
are updated, Party. Let's go ahead and take a look at those brackets. Wow. Shusky, even though he didn't really get into anything crazy there, because he did get Sanitar and picked up some good points, keeps him in the lead with 60.5. But we've had an entire board shift since then, with Swabo closing in on second, or Swabo taking second with 58. Chief coming in with 55, and then Dabs, who was at the top of the board, is now at the bottom of the board with 48.5. Honestly, this truly is anybody's game. I mean, we haven't just seen lead changes. We've seen first and second. We've seen third and fourth. Like, the board has not mattered, honestly. It's been crazy how close these competitors are, and it all comes down to our last map. I'm very, very excited because this is one of those things on reserve. They all load in together. Anybody could take anybody out, and that could mean defeat for them. Oh, Party.
I mean, reserve is multi-dynamic. Seeing how these players go about it with the objective and whatnot, it's been anybody's game. We've had so many lead changes. It's been a blast tonight being able to hang out with everybody and being able to do this. So, I mean, it's a semifinal. What do we expect? So,
It truly is. Exactly. It is the semifinal, Party, that we have seen. I knew this was going to be a great match. I didn't know it was going to be this great.
oh, it's close.
One map. I mean, one map and can change this entire board. Like, because we've seen it. I mean, we've seen competitors take out other competitors super quick as soon as the raid goes hot, and then with the way how the points are right now, they would be done. They're just out. So that would be it for them.
Yeah, it's incredibly cutthroat right now. I mean, with the scores being this close, all it takes is just one lucky shot that these guys, they can all land these sort of shots, whatnot. We've got Sheaf and Swabo just holding their own, whatnot. They're putting up solid consistency, all whatnot, and Chusky and Dabs are just like exploding whenever they get the chance.
Mm-hmm. And I want to take this minute because I would not want to be in their position, which is the battle mods. Battle modding for these people, knowing how close this is, I can only imagine the sweat beating down their faces for their competitors. Once again, let's get some love for our battle mods today. We have Damien, Co, we have Needy Beach, and Bolts. 31 and 31. Seriously, I would not want to be the battle mods today at all.
I can only imagine the hints that are trying to drop right now. Like, hey, maybe kill a scav, or something like that. I don't know. It's up to you.
Very true. Guys, seriously, we want to take this moment again to thank Battle State Games because our competitors are pushing out of the semifinals. The top 2 are going to move on to the finals where they are going to compete for the chance of winning $1,000 for first place here in the NA Solos and $500 for second place for the NA Solos. It is going to be a battle royale. I cannot wait to see who is moving on into this championship round because regardless of who does, it is going to already, from what we've seen today, if they bring this kind of game to the championship, it's going to be one of the best that we will ever see. And also, I want to take this moment, guys, let's get some love out here just for Evasion. I want to get love for the production team. I want to get love for all of the people in the background here at Evasion. You guys do not really understand, and neither did I until I got to see behind the scenes the amount of work that these people put in, week out, getting random messages late at the night like, hey, I noticed this, we need to fix it. They work their butts off to put this show on for you guys. Much love for Team Invasion, the production team, the guy that's in our ear every single weekend hotel, the man with the calves. Just get some love out there for all of them.
Yeah, it's always appreciated, man. Always a pleasure.
Yep. And once again, speaking of Team Invasion, if you guys have not gone over to the website evasion.gg yet, make sure you do. That is where you can find information about everything that is Team Invasion, whether it's information on the calendar about upcoming events, whether it's information on the merch line, or Team Invasion, the competitive team that they have also. And speaking of also, one thing, guys, don't forget, if you are in the EU, make sure that you are signing up for the EU solo battles. Sign-ups are going on right now. That calendar will let you know when it closes. So please, please, please get over there, sign up. I want to see as many of our EU competitors sign up. Some great people over there in the EU. All right, party, you ready for this last map? Are you excited?
Oh, I am excited. I love watching people play reserve.
Well, tell people what they can expect here, party.
Well, bombs over reserve. If you guys are unfamiliar with reserve and whatnot, it's going to be a large military base where all these players are going to be spawning in together on daytime for the reserve map. They're going to be spawning in on all the corners of the map. As soon as the raid goes hot and they're a far enough area away from each other, these competitors can engage each other. All these PMCs are going to be tasked with placing a TNT brick in the control room of the underground bunker, and they will be also marking 5 rooftops with smoke grenades. All these players have to be on the rooftop that they are placing the smoke grenade for it to count as well. Now, the rules for all these PMCs, again, they are spawning in as a group. They are allowed to have any weapon. They will be using the Thor or the Zabralo, so that will be the 4 armor or the Thor, and they will be allowed the Alton or Reese. I always forget what it's called. You'll be allowed the Black Alton or the regular Alton, and you'll be allowed any rig or backpack as well. 2 stims allowed, 2 grenades max, and these competitors will have to bring in 5 smoke grenades plus the TNT brick if they would like to earn points. So they will not be allowed to bring in a Gia or an MK18, no thermals, no run-throughs per the usual as well. So these PMCs have to go over to his smoke locations on the Black Pawn roof, White Pawn roof. They have to go to the King roof as well. There'll be the High roof and the White Knight roof as well with the High roof. Over by the Rook building, they have to go over by the Dead Scav, and you guys will see that once we get over there as well. It's pretty obvious. Now, for the TNT location, if you guys are unfamiliar with the control room in the underground bunker, it will be that small office area that these competitors have to go towards. Highly contested area, lots of raider spawns, player, AI, you name it. Now, the points for this competition for the reserve, last chance for these competitors to earn the points, and it's going to be a nail-biter, I'm sure. Scavs, raiders, and guards are going to award 1 point. PMC kill will award 1 point. If you get the tag, they'll get another 2 points towards the 3 points total. Task points will be 2 points each for placing down the dynamite or the smoke. Killing Glukar, the scab boss, will give you 5 points, and exfilling will give you 5 points as well. Now, if you exfil using the bunker hermetic door and use the lever to activate it, you will be given double exfil points. So a total of 5, or sorry, you'll be given a total of 10 points if you exfil with the lever and the bunker. So it's going to be super awesome. They got a half hour to see how things go, and we'll see. I really hope that all these competitors do either run into each other or they all live. That's my sort of thing.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing here is where the competitors decide to move from this, where they're going to, because we give them time to separate at the beginning. They all spawn in together and then they have time to separate. So depending on their spawn location, it's going to be really interesting where they decide to move. Like, say if they spawn over by the schoolhouse, like who's going to push as far away and try to get the smoke up on the train station by the dead scav? Who's going to go ahead and just chat out and push straight to putting the TP down? I mean, it's going to be a very interesting unfolding here.
Yeah, we'll see how things go. You got 3 of the smoke objectives relatively close to each other. You got the black and white pawn as well as the king building. I mean, these are all pretty much in the same courtyard. So if we have all the competitors go towards those objectives first, we're going to see a lot of action early on. I think the reserve is a very hot and cold map when it comes to fighting, because you have the scav boss spawn chance. You've got the PMCs tend to either go about with their rat play style, going towards the bunkers and whatnot. You know, if that's people's things, they could do that as well. You see a lot of a lot of players stay up top as well, over towards the buildings, try to go about and try to find action as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how these competitors go about things, if they're going to stick to what they've usually been doing with taking it easy or trying to push the advantage that they have. I think the reserve is going to make or break the play style, and I think that people usually play a little different on reserve as opposed to other maps.
I can't rock the exfil? Oh, we have to have that helmet on, right? My bad.
Yeah. So so we're coming in with Sheaf. It's going to
And then where do we have to go?
let's see. They're going to go ahead and move around a little bit. They do have time to spread out.
Looks like an AGS has been popped off.
Yep, somebody is on the
shot.
machine gun.
So I have no clue if I'm separating or not.
Chusky's taking shot at that person on the mounted machine gun.
No idea if he sealed the deal. The raid is not hot yet. Players are not allowed to engage each other yet.
I thought in the rules it did say though that PMC kills will count because it is along the way.
1 second then.
We don't mind double checking, Plez.
Yeah, I guess Chusky picked up the kill. Nice.
Yeah, we
Now
definitely hear that
Dabs-
gun not firing. So we shall
Dabs
see.
popping down the first smoke. There we go. Nice throw, Sheaf. Making sure he doesn't go all the way down. All right, the raid is hot. See how the competitors do it.
Raid is hot.
Got 2 smokes down already. 1 from Dabs, 1 from Sheaf. Looks like we got 1 coming up from Chusky in 1 second.
Interesting. Swabo is in the underground area looking for maybe Gluhar, seeing if he had spawned down here, trying to go for those bonus points, pick up anything that he can get.
Yeah, definitely that's the first thing that any of these competitors should be doing when they get into reserve, is that people love to farm Gluhar. Check out the spawn, reassess yourself. I mean, again, these guys got a half hour to do whatever they please.
Okay, it does count.
Ooh, nade in from Chusky.
Heard yelling as he threw that nade, which makes me think that there may be raiders down here or just scavs going ahead and dropping one.
Map runs through the glass, correct?
Seem like a regular AI. Let's focus in on Chusky, see what he's doing.
There we go.
Oh man, I mean,
Confirmed
2
drop.
PMC kills and 9 scav kills. I mean, the PvE is holding them together. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, put another one up.
Yeah, put another one on the board. Did drop that TP 200, hitting the power also. Looks like Swabo hears something now. Oh,
Raider
was that a raider?
action.
Yep, raiders.
2 raiders down. Ooh, hello.
Can't run from me. I'm the fucking gingerbread man.
Is that 2 or
Oh.
3? I can't. What is happening? Swabo getting some action as well. Inside of the red brick.
Chusky's doing such a great job. Now, this is not what the other competitors want, though. Chusky being the point leader, it's going to make that much more difficult for these other competitors to close that gap. He is putting on a show.
All right, here we go. Another objective down for Chusky.
Man, Chusky is an objective machine. Like, this guy, if he has an objective, he does it in the most efficient way possible. And I thoroughly enjoy watching it.
Oh, big ups. I always respect the efficiency.
Oh, no. Sheaf was taken out. We didn't see what happened, unfortunately. Chusky going ahead and getting into it with a PMC over there, dropping somebody. Dabs is on the roof with smoke.
Let's fucking go. Hey, man.
73 rounder.
Appreciate you coming by. Same to you, Saki.
This is like nerve-wracking doing these things.
Yeah. Oh, man, these guys are just following each other's
They
footsteps.
are so close to each
They're
other.
about- they're about to run into each other right here, man.
So Chusky is on the other side underneath school, and Dabs is over here. Like, they're literally across the parking lot from each other, and they have no idea how close they are.
Yeah, with a shotgun PMC that Chusky picked up. Literally a building between these two, man. This is going to be interesting. Chusky's going to go over to see if he can get that confirmed kill on the PMC that he killed in the beginning. This is going to be very bad if Dab stays in a window. I think he has no idea he's even there, though.
I know one of the grenade launchers is on these hills. Ah, there's the poor dead fool.
Oh, he found the dead body.
Oh, poor guy.
I need a lot of stamina. Pawn, king, white.
That is
knight,
unfortunate that Sheaf is out. He was in 3rd place, so now it almost feels like it is a battle for second between Swabo and
These bad
Dabs.
boys. 13
With
gone.
5.5 points separating the two. I mean, it is going to be close. Dabs sees the smoke on the roof. He knows that there has been another competitor here close by. Man.
Oh, yeah. Big nail biter, man. I mean, that's the thing is if Dabs had stayed in a window, he would have had the angle advantage on Chusky too. That's just one of those things about these competitions. Chusky's in a really disadvantageous position right now for himself. And as
wow,
time
the
goes
dude that I
on,
killed
I
on the
mean,
ADS
Dabs'
and the grenade
advantage
launcher,
for
he killed
himself
2
is going to
people.
diminish.
That is fucking nutty.
And with the Dabs getting that on the roof, that's going to close those points between Dabs and Swabo even more. Chusky's the one that kind of he can just play his game, but this is the interesting. We've got to see like what's happening with Swabo. Swabo's getting his first smoke down on the roof over here. He's been playing it extremely slow, playing it his chill out game, just staying away from everything. That's points down, so that's going to push Swabo out a little bit further in front of Dabs. This is the match to watch right here. This is the matchup. You know, oh, was that just
Cool
a
action
scat
right
figure
there.
now?
It looks like a regular AI. Okay, yeah, sure. He's just chilling. Okay.
Exactly.
Enjoying
That's
his
just, that
day,
caught me
and
off guard.
Swabo just ruined that scav's day. All right, whatever. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Dabs, if he had gone a
I don't
minute
like
earlier
running
down to
this
this
gap
area,
right
he
here.
would have
Going down.
had.
Going down and
Chusky.
I'm from the bunker over there.
Oh man,
First
the
you do
timing
get
has
in the
been
middle of the
unreal
building,
tonight.
you're a little more
It
covered.
really
You
has.
have
It's
to worry about
interesting
building
seeing
up
the
here,
pathing
and
that
then-
Swabo has decided to take. He's staying on the other underground
GGs.
locations,
We'll
moving
definitely get
around
your
the
gun
map,
back, my
trying
dude.
not to get
I promise
any
that.
like any advantage for people above. He wants to stay in those close combat situations, it seems.
The last one's on the
Yeah,
tree.
it looks
right?
like
Should we
he's
go
just
over in
letting
that corner?
Dabs is just
Oh.
letting Chusky get away
High chance
repeatedly
that I
over
should
and
be running
over.
into someone here
Basement.
shortly.
Kills. I
They are so close to each other.
The dude's
They are.
name was
they-
AGS Goes Burr. I just realized that. What the fuck?
The thing
Oh,
is,
the
like,
guy-
both these guys know that the other person's there too. Oh. Yeah, see, literal minute between
Oh, this
between
is
these
White Bishop.
instances. Chusky.
Oh, I fucked up.
Oh no. Chusky messed
Oh.
up. Popped the smoke on the wrong
fucked up.
building.
Goes over, picks it up. Get back in here.
Looks like
Come
a
on.
trifecta going on. Swabo getting some action down beneath in the tunnels. Oh, sorry, not tunnels. He's over in the night buildings.
Mm-hmm. He thinks he hears something. He's just clearing it out, making sure. Something was at the door. Was that an arm? Across the way, maybe?
Ooh,
I have to
taking
say,
shots. Is that a tracer round?
yeah, I saw a
Slow
tracer round, so he's gonna reposition. Since the rework on the scopes, I
can't put my voice.
really have been liking the Bravo side
High
again.
roof, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for sure. Something I've noticed with a lot of the changes to scopes and sights with the update is that a lot of the
Oh.
Ooh.
Dabs and Chusky
about
are
that,
kind
yeah.
of getting close to each other again. These two are like within 10 feet of each other over and over. Chusky may be able to get shots onto it. Oh
Man,
god,
these
he
guys are
turned at
just
the last second.
dancing.
They're so close. Chusky just has to look over and could possibly see Swabo. Oh no!
Looks like we got action.
Chusky sees Dabs going ahead and lining him up, trying to reposition to get shots. These three are dancing around each other this entire time, party.
Hey, it takes two to tango, but three is welcome, I guess. Oh man, I would love to see the three of these guys just go at it in a gunfight. Dab's taking shots over the player scav. Oh, it takes out the scav. Saw that right though.
Let's go ahead and take a look at everybody. They all hear these shots. They all are repositioning. They're closing in on each other. They are literally within 100 to 300 yards of one another on this map right now. At any moment, they could just turn and see each other. Did he just shoot his hat off? I felt that man had a hat and then it was gone.
Oh, I would love to see that feature added in. Ooh.
Oh,
Dude,
Chusky.
the positioning is just insane right now.
Oh, Chusky just needs to look to the field to the right, and he will see Dabs up on the mounds. He's worried about what's happening inside of there, because that's where he's hearing the shots echo.
Seems to be the theme of this reserve raid. Like, they're just letting each other get away without even realizing it. There we go. I wouldn't be surprised if Dabs notices Chusky up there
see up
before
there?
Chusky notices the vice versa.
Oh my gosh, dude, Chusky and Dabs have just circled each other so much. Now Chusky's looking over there, but it's too late. Dabs has already moved on.
Like, literal minute. If they just looked over a minute before. Oh, man.
Oh, but here's the
Swabo's gonna
thing.
try to secure
Yeah, I
another
don't
one,
like
huh?
coming back to the
If
7
if
after that.
Chusky stays where he's at for a little
I don't
bit
think anyone's
longer,
placed their
without the
smoke yet either,
impatience kicking
so
in, he will be able to see
means
Dabs
everyone
go
could be
up on
showing
there
up
to throw
now.
the smoke down.
I don't know. It could mean
Doesn't look like that's what he's gonna do though.
PSX. Baby PSX, okay.
It's pretty interesting. Swabo is actually really skeptical of somebody over by the dome, and these two are just hanging out over by K buildings.
But someone shot at me when I was in K building. I have no idea where.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the reposition. I swear,
no.
like,
Dude, can I
this is
appreciate the
when
gift,
Spawn's
Sid?
open.
Really do, my dude. Thank
this
you
is
very
when that
much.
chance would have been.
Coming through, dropping them
Never
out.
been so scared to push train in my life, dude.
Hopefully it's going good. I'm really into it right now.
Oh. Okay, so the question is, how long does Dabs wait to push the train?
I don't know if I
Does
rushed it
that
or-
give Chusky time to
Maybe.
catch up to him?
Let's
Because
go.
they are
Optimus
taking the
sucks.
exact
Every
same
other
path.
competitor has to come here. If they're alive.
And we're being told Swabo is still staring at Dome, thinks that there's somebody up there or something's going on. We'll keep you informed on what's happening with that. Okay, here
He's
it
a very
comes.
patient duck. Oh, looks like we're about to have some action, huh? Finally. Oh no, sorry, we gotta have a food break. Oh man, as soon as Dabs goes into the train station, he's gonna come over and crest the hill. Oh man, that's
Oh,
insane. Oh, now here's the thing. Dabs is gonna try to get on the roof. Oh, this is gonna
Both
be
competitors
really
take
bad
the
for
smokes.
Dabs.
Another op.
if Chusky,
Probably.
but okay,
Is
Chusky's
Chusky
okay.
gonna notice? He's gonna
Oh
see him.
no,
He's going
no.
to see him.
Chusky's not looking. Okay, he's
gotta
looking now.
see- he's not looking. Oh,
He sees. He
him.
sees.
Milo,
Oh, and he
fuck all that,
missed.
dude.
What is happening?
Give me your
Wow.
smokes, baby.
Does Dabs even know? He's just gonna chill.
Okay.
Wow, man, that's these two have just been dancing the whole time.
Well, how much time do I have left?
16 minutes, 20 seconds.
With the wrist T blocking his audio, I don't know if Dabs actually knows that he was shot at there.
Yeah,
Because he's not reacting as he's not reacting as somebody who has been shot at.
Juicy getting some fighting. Is he shooting a bush? Well, that bush is sure dead. I think there was a.
Does Dabs not know that did he not hear those ricochets outside because of the Riz T?
I'm not sure. I think with the before, I don't even think he heard
Damn it.
Chusky's shot because he had the smoke going off. Might have been a sound overlap, but if you didn't hear that, I don't know what's going on. He's definitely aware of it.
Okay, he heard that. He had to have, but he's leaving.
He is out. Okay. I'm not sure if Chusky thinks that this
Oh,
is
thank
still
God
the
I didn't have
competitor
that
he's
grenade
fighting.
with. That would have been real sad. What's the time left there, sir?
Looks like
Let's
Swabo
check
is
in on Swabo.
underneath downstairs, playing it extremely slow, taking his time, which is smart. I mean, you understand you're up there towards the top of the leaderboard. You don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize that because the top two move on to the championship round. So, going ahead and finding a raider possibly.
Oh yeah, Swabo entered.
Oh,
Ooh,
what a
another
flick!
slowdown.
Oh, Swabo just flicked onto that other raider.
Just insane flicks from this man. There we go.
Right there,
Dropping the TNT.
We'll
Great
make the
job.
boom noise for you guys. There you go. He blew up that room.
Be so much trouble.
And now he's going to move to the
I
top
know,
and
well,
hopefully
especially if they
drop
run halfway
some
across the
smokes.
thing and then you're
Ooh,
like, oh, you did that already.
Chusky, before we move away, is going to be moving towards the train station. Swabo's still down
I was
underneath.
hoping too, but I just
Looks like
asked
he's
what was
checking
you
out the
just-
aftermath of the other competitors.
I guess my sound effect wasn't good enough. Garland's telling me not to quit my day job. All right, Garland, thanks. That was
I think it was
my
great,
attempt,
alright?
but all right,
Don't-
fair enough.
Don't listen to Garl. I think it was fantastic.
Thank you, party. I appreciate that. Wait. Dabs is in the underground, underneath the mounds, pushing up. They're still near each other. Like, these two have just been right next to each other this entire time and have no idea.
Man. Somebody's got to get these to a room. It looks like Chusky might actually get away with putting the objective over here, too. Oh, man. I guarantee a minute from now, Dabs is going to look over towards this area.
Oh,
Swabo
Swabo's almost dead. He's getting into it.
Two
Drop
bleeds and
somebody.
takes
He
out
needs to
Pizza.
heal now. Pop it, pop it, pop it.
Yeah!
What are you doing there,
Good
my friend?
stuff.
I pooed everywhere. Everywhere there's poo now. It's all your fault. Mr. PPSH,
They get this
man,
man some
poop
pants.
everywhere. I gotta go in the closet and clean up. You stay out there, okay? Oh my god. I thought he
What just
kept shooting
happened?
because I bumped my reload button. He scared me so bad, we reloaded. I have to go find my mag. Oh no, I got it. We're good. Oh my god.
We're good.
We're alive.
Oh, as you hear Swabo
We're the best.
say, there's just pretty much duck poop
For this
everywhere.
time. Oh my god. I'm just gonna gather myself. Hold on.
Somebody changed the water. Oh, man. I just look over and it's just
Okay, I think we're okay.
two men just backed up without each other.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
12
man, we got
minutes
the-
left. Looks like Swabo
Name?
still has 2 smokes to get down. He does have
Hello?
a paracord in case he decides
Are
to
you
go
there?
paracord
I need
extract.
you to help me out.
So I don't like that guy.
Let's go. Okay. I was worried.
Yeah,
I've
we
hit the
got
surf kit
the
like 3
duck
times
chicken
and
nugget.
nothing healed. Oh, oh my god.
For the,
That
the
man
duck
scared me. I
nugget?
don't like that guy.
Yeah, totally.
I was making sure I had it.
Hold on.
We got action. Is this Dabs? Is
This is
Dabs coming
Dabs.
down here?
This is Dabs coming down on him.
Oh no. Here we go. Is he gonna open the door and take him out? Let's see how Swabo does this. Because Dabs is just checking all the rooms. Oh, he's right there. He's right next to him. He could dude, if he takes out
Kick the door.
Dabs
Kick the
takes
door.
out
Kick the
Swabo.
door. Breach and shoot. Breach and shoot, Swabo.
Oh, he let him go.
He let him
Oh,
go.
man. Wow.
What was
And
that
his
noise?
painkiller's out.
Oh, the worst
Oh.
timing.
He's coming back. Oh,
He's
man.
got to take
Dabs
the
was paying
painkiller
attention.
because Lieutenant Dan has no legs.
Dabs might have heard him Golden Star. Yeah, he's cautious now. Oh, no. Oh!
Come on, Swabo.
Whoever comes out of this fight alive
I don't
might
have
take
legs,
second
man.
place.
I can't fight you. Go away.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Swabo's making the
Oh,
correct
wow.
call here. Understands he has no legs. He's like, I'm not
still
taking this
messed
fight.
up.
I
Listen,
can't do
I
it.
just lost my arm because of that. Oh my god. Go away. Just go away from me.
He
Can you
just
give me that
repaired
favor? Just
that
go away.
arm.
I can't fight you. Go away.
Says that was my favorite arm. I'm
I
out.
don't want.
Wow.
I think he has the double damage bug. He's taking a lot of damage from this run. I mean, both of his legs are blacked, so that would make sense.
That is the worst bug.
Damn, I don't have a key for that. I could have looked for a smoke grenade in there.
There we go. I think it looks like Dab's understanding
Question is, who is this dude?
that Swabo has left the
And next
building.
question is,
Oh,
where the
excuse me,
fuck
has
did
left the
this
building.
go?
This is one of those interesting situations, and this is how you can tell a very experienced Tarkov player from a newer player. Swabo and them, even though they're not trying to get objectives done in the sense of getting
Hey, Pops, I
gameplay
really do
objectives
appreciate
done,
that raid.
they
Like, I'm
understand what
very-
the objectives are, and they
very
are
deep into
pushing
this
away
right
because
now.
they're like, hey, I have an objective that I've come to this map to do. That is what I am trying to accomplish. And with this situation of, hey, I could have tried to take that fight, but no, I've got things I've got to do. I'm going to leave the fight. And so many new players don't do that. They stay, try to take fights that they shouldn't be taking when they could leave and get their objectives done.
Yeah, this is not a battle royale. You don't need to take every single fight. You don't need to shoot every single person you see. You can have fun, have player interaction, or just not engage people at all if you so choose. I think that playing the right move and the smart move, you know, understanding the battlefield around you, you know, I mean, for instance, we've been talking about Chusky and Dabs have been going at it, you know, dancing back and forth. It's just that sort of awareness, and you know, little things like that can just change that dynamic in a fight at any given moment.
Need
Yep.
points.
And
I
every
need
single part
points.
about this entire competition, I mean, It just comes down to the
I have a feeling
littlest
that,
things.
like, King building
Every one of
and
these
then
competitors
whatever
on
other
any
ones
given
sit
day
close
could have
right
won
behind
this
are gonna be
tournament.
very
And
popular
we are
against
seeing
users
that
who
right
don't
here
need bonus
with
points
just
from,
the littlest minute
gonna be
things of
keeping in
timing.
mind
Like,
all
and I
the,
mentioned
like,
that
clear
so
things,
much
so
in
it's not
Tarkov
gonna be
because
blue
Tarkov
scabs,
really
I guess
does
you'd
come
call 'em.
down so much to timing. I mean, we look at Chusky and Dabs over and over rotating around each other, over and over, just like missing each other
I
by a
love
few
baiting
split seconds of
scavs
not
or
looking one
PMCs, 'cause
direction or
then,
the
you know,
other.
it's just a scav that
And,
doesn't
and that's
rush
all it
and
comes down to. These
right, and then they
competitors,
run into,
every
like, a
single one of
Swabo
them,
or Alton, they're
guys,
like,
make sure
"Oh,
you head over,
fuck,
show them
eh?"
all some love, give them all some follows. Seriously,
Let's scav.
give them some love.
The White Knight Garage. It worked on him there.
All experienced players, great content creators. Can always have fun in their communities. Make sure you show them some love. These guys are here to have fun as much as you guys are. Now we still have 3 competitors alive. Still got 7.5 minutes to go. Now, the alarm lasts for, I mean, yeah, Walker had, you got the exact same thing I'm going on. It's going to last for 4 minutes for the alarm. So if these guys do want to make it out with the extra points for exfilling, they got to keep that in mind. These guys are super experienced with, you know, managing their time, understanding. We've seen that from this round alone. Positioning towards a different area, breaking line of sight and whatnot has definitely contributed to all 3 of these guys still, you know, being alive.
Dabs heading up towards Dome. Is Dabs going to take? Is he taking Rock Passage Extract up here, or Paracord Extract? It's very interesting to
just
see
be.
him up here.
Now it's been weird too because I've seen all the competitors take a look over at Dome. Naturally, we all look at Dome, but they're taking a little bit of a liking to Dome. I'm not sure if they've seen anything or they think a competitor might be up there. I'm not exactly sure. One thing I am surprised about though is Swabo is really taking his time.
Swabo and Chusky. Swabo and Chusky.
Oh,
no, Swabo goes down to
man.
Chusky.
Just popped him too. Swabo's down.
And Dabs is getting out, but Dabs is not taking the double extract point. Oh no! Second and third is going to come down so close right now.
Bonus points is flicking the lever.
So, oh my gosh, with Dabs
just
taking,
stayed in.
Oh, if I do that,
there's still
points for just extracting.
Chat, we are going to see
Chusky
what
in a
happens
fight.
because there's a lot of points. Chusky's getting into it. Let's go ahead and tune in with Chusky getting into a fight, taking a hit off of his helmet with his ears ringing. Party, I don't know what's about to happen.
Oh, sweet baby. He does.
It always comes down. Oh, he's got.
He does, Needy. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you kidding
My
me?
bonus points are still available.
If you guys don't know, accidentally
Ah.
put his smokes on the wrong roof, and now he's got a chance to redeem himself with
fucking
those
go.
points. Wow.
Does fail? Oh no.
He's got his work cut out for him. 5 minutes left. That's nuts. Dabs getting out as soon as Swabo gets taken out for the second and third as well. That's going to be close. It's big moves, man. Chusky all day has been putting up some moves. He's been making right on all the situations that he's been in. I mean, honestly, all these guys, man, they're doing the best that they can with all the situations. Here we go.
Oh!
Another one down.
Was that a player scav that he dropped there? That's
5 minutes, you said?
Yeah, I think the pants might have resembled a scav.
It's now 4:20.
Hey, what's up? I'm joking, but like,
What's
yeah.
that?
Alright.
Oh man,
Grenades.
I missed those old commercials. The
Drop.
what's that sort of stuff.
Too heavy.
When commercials were
Let me go
great.
ahead and put
yeah.
this on here.
Cannot
I'll let you know every minute until you're done.
cannot remember how many times they've tried to fix the putting weapon parts in your Gabbo trick. It's always funny to me.
Okay.
It truly is. Chusky with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the board. He is making his move, looking like he's running towards to start that. He has 4 minutes once that alarm is flicked. So with 3 minutes and 30, he needs to use every single second. It's going to be cutting it close if he goes for double extract.
Yeah, he's a chonky PMC. 3 minutes to go. 2 objectives. And double exfil points on the line.
3 minutes left.
Nail biter. Let's see how it
Hey,
goes.
Kasami, good seeing you, brother. Good seeing you.
Still taking time to talk to chat. Amen. Now it's actually interesting. I would have gone right here. Instead, it looks like he's going to go take a beeline straight for the train station and try to cross over from K.
Very
Probably a
dangerous
better option.
position to, yeah, very
was
dangerous
expecting
position to
Luhar on
cross
board,
from
so
though,
probably
because the
didn't even
scavs do spawn out in the open, plus raiders could possibly be there, or even, you know,
2 minutes
Luhar's
left.
guards at some point. It's a very, very dangerous place, but he's gonna make it work, going all the way across. Interesting pathing. I've never seen this before. Oh,
Ooh. Looks like we got raider action. This is going to put a dent in his plan.
with 2 minutes
Yep.
left, he does not have time to deal with this. He needs to go. Oh
He
no,
doesn't have the time to go this way either.
I don't know if dropping or picking up the fort was the right idea. I would have probably just left it and then just made my way to give me that little bit of extra stamina, even with max strength.
Time.
Yeah, he's moving cover to cover. Very
1 minute.
smart.
Oh, movement up top. Scab.
Oh,
Player scav.
No, that's not
Oh, you-
good.
You don't have time for this player. Oh. Oh, that scab dropped. Oh, when the scabs drop, you
Vepper
run.
Hunter. Oh, Vepper Hunter, player scav behind him. Oh, he is right between him and the exfil too.
He's also running low on stamina.
Oh, he
Drops it
gets
with the
the shot.
headshot party.
Yes! Now smoke it out.
Really
Not
smart
bad
call,
thinking.
throwing smokes into that extract to give him a little bit of cover. It does take a moment for those to start to spread, clearing all of his angles, party. Oh,
Well done. 15 seconds,
What's
2
that?
exfil.
Gotta hold
What's
these last
that?
10 seconds, baby.
Wow. Hey, making
Let's
the best
go.
use of the time. Chusky
Oh.
getting the
Let's fucking
double
go!
point exfil. And there
Extracted.
we are.
Yes. Oh. Need to
Wow.
tell me that
Out
that
of
was the correct
raid.
method for the double
Put the
extract.
points up.
Yeah.
Fluffy, that was...
Hey now, hey now.
man.
Oh.
With that, I mean,
Oh,
we are.
jeez. All right. We got.
I
3
am
PMCs
so, like, just-
and 11 scavs.
Just blown away with that competition right now.
Dude,
Oh,
reserve
dude.
splats. Every reserve round is just back and forth like that. You know, we got Chusky and Dabs just dancing around each other the whole time, and Chiefs and Swabo just duking it out.
I know.
I
Like,
just-
yeah. It's one of those
I feel like every
situations,
time
like,
that we go through reserve, we're talking like this.
yeah. You're just like,
Oh,
wait, I
man.
got a thought. Wait, no, that thought's oh no, what, you're remembering everything that happened and you can't figure out what thing to pinpoint onto because we had so much. I mean, we had Chusky and Dabs circling each other for 90% of that map. We had Swabo all the way on the other side with Dabs and Swabo fighting for that first or for that second and third spot. It's coming down to the points. Swabo died early or died to Chusky. Dabs got out when Swabo died, and their points are so close that I am mind blown right now. Like I don't know where they're falling. We don't know. We're gonna find out at the same time as you, chat. It is just, this is what we live for in competitions. I mean, we really do party, man, guys. Once again, let's give love to all of the competitors today. Let's shout every single one of them out. They all put on one of the best showings from this season that I have ever seen. Guys, go show each and every one of them some love. We've got Sheaf, GG, Swabo, Chusky, and Dabs for Days. Click on those links. Go show them some loves, give them a follow. Once again, I am joined by the wonderful Party Pineapple. Find him over at twitch.tv/Party Pineapple. Go over there, show him some love. He's been around the community for as long as I can remember. And once again, I am your host here, Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me at twitch.tv/Unfluffy Bunny. Oh, man. Party.
Fluffy.
I know, man. I'm just like, I'm just blown away. My mind is just like reeling about every single thing that we saw. But I think we're ready to announce where everybody fell, right?
Oh yeah, I think I'm ready. We've
All
had
right,
an
so-
insane amount of lead changes, man. So I'm super excited to see how this turns out.
So let's do this, okay?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and give who is in fourth place and some much big love to who came into first, and then we'll announce second and third, because remember, first and second are moving on, all right?
Oh,
So fourth place, we have Sheaf with 57 points. He just got TARKOV today. I mean, but you could see
happens.
when Sheaf did customs, that is Sheaf's comfortable place. I mean, if you guys want to watch one of the best TARKOV players in the world who knows how to make money, I mean, he's Jeff Bezos of TARKOV. He is one of the kindest guys I have ever had the pleasure of talking with. He gives so much back to the community. Guys, go over to Sheaf, give him some love. Today, unfortunately, was not a great day for him in TARKOV, but we all have those days. Guys, seriously, much love to Sheaf. Seriously, one of the nicest guys I know. All right.
Incredible.
Now, for our first place, the man put on a clinic today. Chusky with 100.5 points with 5 PMC kills. Chusky just did this. Chusky just came in. He just played Chusky game.
Just consistent. He showed up and he just played and he comes out with the W. I think it's just a super solid performance.
All right. So thank you. I mean, Chusky being in first, huge. Now here's the thing. Second and third, chat. One of these men, it's Dabs for Days and Swabo, one of these men is moving on to the championship. They were so close at the end. It literally came down to just a few points separating them, all right? So, second place, moving on to the championship round, being taken out by Chusky right there at the end, Swabo with 74 points, the most PMC kills of the day with 7. Dabs not far behind with 68.5. Honestly, those two,
Congrats, man.
just congrats to both of you. You guys put on such a great show. We will be Chusky and Swabo moving on to the championship round on October 16th. Guys, much love to everybody. Don't go anywhere, though. We are rating Chusky. Guys, go show Chusky some love. Put on a heck of a competition. We'll be there in a minute interviewing him, and we'll see you guys then. Thank you so much. Once again, much love to all of the battle mods. Much love to BSG, and much love to you for joining us. We'll see you
Thank you,
guys tomorrow for more evasion action. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.